Good evening. You know who it is. It's your boy Jack, aka Big Daddy Beard. And welcome back to another episode of the debate table. For those that are new to this is a playlist, a podcast formulated as a playlist under my gaming channel, Big Daddy Beard Gaming Promotions, where we talk about an array of different topics that you and I have both come up with for us to discuss and talk about. During this segment, everyone has the opportunity to voice their opinion and give their take on every single topic that we debate, topic, and talk about. So, just one big open forum for everybody to enjoy themselves, not feel any judgment or criticism, and again, give their full in depth opinion and take on every topic, regardless whether we agree or disagree. So, before we get started with this episode tonight, if anyone is interested in purchasing any merch, I do have it available, TDT. For those that are interested, hit me up through Instagram, Discord, or also through my YouTube channel. If you guys want merch, let me know and I got you. All colors and all sizes. Also, for anybody that wants to come up, I do have the link here. It is pinned within the live chat, so if you guys want to come up and join the discussion, you can definitely do so. Just know that if you're coming up, make sure that you guys are isolated in a secluded area. You don't have any noise or other devices going that can cause any type of feeds or distractions or create any type of echoes. Most importantly, make sure that you're respectful of everybody that comes through while you're up on the panel. And most importantly, let's just have fun with it. Because like I said, over here at the debate table, we talk, we debate, we topic, we talk. That's how it goes. So let's go ahead and dive into this episode. But I'm going to welcome everybody in as they start making their way in. Yankee, what's going on? How you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. Appreciate you coming through. Welcome, welcome. All right, let us dive into it. So we are going to talk about my second favorite genre next to my first, which is comedy, for those who don't know. I absolutely love horror. I know it's kind of weird, most people will be like, Jay, you into horror? You don't seem like the type, but believe it or not, I love it. I've always been a fan of it. Ever since I was a kid, I've been watching horror. Got to blame my mom for it, even though she doesn't want to take credit for it. But she's the reason why I actually started watching it. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the first franchise or the first movie that I actually recollect watching, I believe it was Poltergeist. Yeah, she was a huge fan of Poltergeist. And then from there, it was the Alien franchise and then pretty much so forth and so forth. So even though I was terrified as a kid, for some reason, it just drew me in. I just always found it to be so fascinating. And I was just intrigued more and more as I started to grow older. And so eventually it got to the point where I would actually sneak and watch all different types of horror movies of all different genres, whether it was thriller, whether it was sci-fi, the whole 9 yards. I would sneak off. I would go watch them. Every single movie, whatever was available, whatever I was able to watch, I just dove right into it and I checked it out. And like I said, it just started to pique my fascination more and more. So that's pretty much how I started to find a true love in horror. Even with all the gruesomeness and the blood and the guts and everything like that, I don't know. It's something just drew me into it. Like I said, I love laughing. I love comedies. Again, the best form of entertainment in this world, in my opinion. But it's just something about horror. I don't know what it is. It's just intriguing. It captivates me. So we're going to dive more into this. So for those coming in, welcome in. Appreciate you coming. So I do have a list of several questions that I'm going to dive into and I'm going to ask everybody as people start making their way in. So, and I'll also give my take on these questions as well. So, my first question, and I have 5 of them. Question 1 is, what is your favorite horror movie franchise of all time? That's question one. Question two, for those who don't know, I've done this little segment on my podcast, which is Mount Rushmore. Now, if you guys know what the Mount Rushmore is, for those who've been tuning in, you kind of already have an idea. For those who don't know, Mount Rushmore is that famous monument that features the 4 presidential statues. Again, I always forget the names of the ones that are up there. I know it's definitely Washington and Abraham Lincoln. I always forget the other 2, but I know for a fact it's definitely them. But it's 4 presidential heads. So what I like to do is I like to format each episode with the Mount Rushmore, where you guys give your 4 takes. It's kind of like a top 5, basically just giving you 4 solidified ones. So you have your 4, and then what I also like to do as a bonus is give you an honorable mention. So with that being said, both question 2 and 3, what is your Mount Rushmore of horror villains, as well as 1 honorable mention? So you need 4 solidified ones and 1 honorable mention. That's question 2. Question 3 also pertains to the Mount Rushmore. What is your Mount Rushmore of horror movies, as well as 1 honorable mention? Question 4, which villain has the best horror movie theme music of all time? Think of all the different villains. Think of all the ones that you know that have theme music at the beginning of each of their movies and their franchises. Which do you believe has the best theme music? And this last question, which is I think is a really, really good one. For those who've ever watched the Versuz platform, I actually did an episode on this in the podcast. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe it was episode 2. So for those who don't know what Versuz is, it's a musical platform created by 2 famous music producers, Swiss Beats and Timberland. What they did was they allowed different musical artists of all different genres to face off against each other in a one-on-one using their musical catalog. Sometimes they'll perform, they'll do other things, but the main soul of it is that they have to pick songs from their catalog and use that to face off against each other. And then the audience, as well as people watching at home, they can tune in and basically decide who they think is the winner. So in this case, they somewhat did it with a few of the different horror villains. So not too many of them now. The only ones I know definitely that they did movies of and somewhat of battles are, they did Freddie Cougar versus Jason, 2 of the most iconic horror movie villains out there. And they also did Alien versus Predator. So in this case, what I want to know is, which horror movie villains would you like to see face off in a versus style matchup, aka death battles? So those are the questions there. Again, everyone welcoming in. Mrs. EC, my lady, my baby, how you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. Appreciate you joining. All right. So definitely start thinking about those. If you guys need me to go over those questions again, I'll definitely do so. But yeah, let's start to dive into it. So I'll go ahead and kick things off, as I always do. What's going on, Rock? How you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. All right. Just the person I definitely wanted to see come in, because I know you are definitely all about horror, just like I am. So let me go over the questions for you. You listening? Question 1. What is your favorite horror movie franchise of all time? Question 2 and 3 pertain to Mount Rushmore. Who are you putting in your Mount Rushmore for horror villains, as well as 1 honorable mention? So you got 4 and a +1. Question 3, who are you putting in your Mount Rushmore for horror movies, as well as an honorable mention +1? Question 4, which villain has the best horror movie theme music of all time? And then question 5, which horror movie villains would you like to see face off in a versus style matchup, aka death battle? So, okay. So again, let me go ahead and kick things off. I see you are definitely a Michael Myers fan all day, every day. Very, very dope. Okay, so let me start off with the first question. My favorite horror movie franchise of all time. This is tough. It's tough. Um, Honestly, it's a tie between Nightmare on Elm Street and Puppet Master. Those two, in my opinion, are probably like the dopest, most creative horror movie franchises ever. Alien's another one too. That's up there. But it's just something about Nightmare on Elm Street and Puppet Master. They're just like neck and neck. Probably because I watched those the most, and I was most intrigued by both of those coming up as a kid. But it's tough. It's kind of like a tie. But honestly, if I had to just pick one of the two, I'm probably going to lean more towards Nightmare on Elm Street just because I've watched that entire franchise. I've seen every single movie, spinoff, the whole 9 yards. Again, for those who don't know, Freddie Cougar is my favorite villain all time. Just something about him. It's just, I think what it is with him, it's not just his story and his background and how he came to be, but just the creativity behind Freddy. You know, again, like you have all your other villains, you got your slashers, you know, you got your serial killers, you know, you got those with, you know, magical abilities and stuff like that. But what's so interesting about Freddy is that the man can kill you in your dreams. Like to me, that's just innovative and creative all around. So it's like you don't stand a chance whether you're awake or you're asleep. Because if you're asleep, you're drifting into his world where he is just like damn near unbeatable. He's invincible in a sense. You know, he's got so many abilities and powers. He can shapeshift. I mean, you really don't stand much of a chance. Your only real option is to bring him into the real world where he's vulnerable. But even still, he's just as deadly in the real world as he is in the dream world. But the fact that he can kill you between parallel realms, and while he's killing you in the dream world, you have no idea what's going on. Like others that's watching what's happening, they have no idea what's going on. They're thinking like, what the hell is happening? All the while you're being killed in the dream world, but it comes over into the real world. But you just don't actually see it. You don't see the gruesomeness of what he's doing to you in the real world, you know, but in the dream world, you see exactly what's happening. And to me, that is just so interesting. Of course, his layout too is dope too. The sweater, the really dope fedora, that the burnt image, the razor claw. Of course, you know, as he's like kind of just gliding across like different items, like, you know, chalkboards or like the pipes. Cause you know, he died in the boiler room. He was known as the Springwood Slasher and whatnot. If you guys ever get a chance, definitely go and check out that franchise. Really dope. But yeah, for me, I kind of lean more towards Nightmare on Elm Street. Now, I'll be honest, as it progressed later on, they kind of started making Freddy a little too silly and goofy and stuff like that, kind of giving him like a comedic side. I didn't like that. I love old school Freddy where he was dark and ominous and, you know, very eerie. He had the real deep voice and stuff like that. He was just one of those figures. It's just like you were going to be scared. He was going to make you afraid. And then just with everything that he was able to do with all his abilities and stuff. And of course, after every kill, he would get stronger and stronger. So that just made it even like more impossible to actually go up against him and stuff. So like I said, really just didn't stand much of a chance. You know, most of these other villains, you know, you can kind of like work your way and maneuver them and find different tactics on how to take them out. It's like if you didn't know to bring Freddy into the real world and take him out, it's like, how are you going to beat this person? And then the fact that he's getting stronger and stronger after every single kill and every soul that he absorbs from those kills, it's just like, man, you know, it's tough. It's very, very tough. But yeah, yeah, if I had to pick one, I'm definitely going to say Nightmare on Elm Street, that franchise. Puppet Master, it would probably be number 2. I don't know what it is about them little things. They just creep me the hell out. Like, especially like the old school ones. Like I think they recently just did a new installment of it. I haven't seen it yet. I do want to check it out. I got to see what streaming platform it's on. But just something about those puppets, and the fact that there's so many of them and each one does something different. It's just like, it's crazy. Of course, you have, the most iconic one, which is Blade. He's the one that kind of has like that white ghost face mask, like the one from the Scream franchise. He's got the little hat. One hand is a hook, the other one is an actual blade. It's crazy. And of course, he's got like the really eerie, piercing eyes. Like, he's dope. And then you just got all the other different ones, like Pinhead. He's the one with the little tiny peanut head and the real big, gigantic security bouncer type of body and whatnot. Big, gigantic hands, just creepy and just eerie. And then there's all the other different ones. There's Six Gunner. He's the one with the 6 arms. He's like this really eerie looking cowboy. He's got 6 guns in each arm. There's one called the Leech Lady. Oh, God, I cringe every time I see her. Just the fact that she's like spitting leeches out of her mouth and using that to kill you. It's just disgusting. But I love it though. I love it. It's just, that one is one of those franchises I could still watch it, but it's kind of tough too at times. But yeah, if you haven't seen Puppet Master, definitely check it out. If you haven't seen Nightmare on Elm Street, definitely check those out. If you're not a fan of horror, I don't advise watching that. Don't be one of those people that's trying to be brave and stuff. And it's nothing. I can watch it. Next thing you know, you got every damn light on and every single candle lit. Don't do it if you're not a fan of horror. If you're a fan of horror like me, you can withstand it. All right. Yeah, we'll go with Nightmare on Elm Street too. Yeah, it was just different, and like I said, Freddie was so creative with his kills. That's why he stands out. And I just feel like he's like the GOAT, in my opinion. Just different all around. So many different ways to kill you. And he had so many different abilities, especially like when he would shapeshift. Crazy. And he would become like some of the actual people that he killed off and stuff. And he would use that against his advantage to his victims and stuff. Just creative all around. And like I said, Robert Englund, he's just an amazing actor. Dope all around. The fact that he has been portraying Freddie for so long, and have you guys ever seen how he looks outside of the makeup? Like his smile and the way he talks, it's scary as hell. Like, he really does a good job of just capturing Freddie on and off of the screen. Like, it's insane. I've actually watched like some of his interviews and stuff, and like they'll ask him to kind of like, say little lines or portray certain scenes from the movie. It's amazing. So yeah, big shout out to Robert Englund. Just dope all around. Dope. Oh, Nightmare on Elm Street and Chucky? Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? The old school Chucky was a lot better than these new ones. These new ones, they kind of did the same thing they did with Freddy. They started making Chucky really silly and goofy. And now he's smoking weed and doing all this other stuff, having sex and all that. It's like, no, I like old school Chucky when he looked real deranged and creepy looking, just dope back then. Like now, not so much, but it's to each his own. It's still cool. Love Night. Yeah. Part 2 was probably my favorite when he took over that one guy's body and he was using him to go around and kill everybody. Like, that's what I'm saying. That to me is just creativity and innovation at its finest right there. Very, very dope. So yeah, that's probably my favorite one. The first one is, of course, classic, but part 2 is definitely my favorite, Yankee. Not a big fan of horror myself. I haven't watched anything since being a kid, actually. That's understandable. Some people, they can't necessarily stomach some of the stuff that's out and some of the stuff that even came out back then. So I definitely understand that. It's funny when we watched that one movie. What was it, Mama? When we were spending time together at that hotel. When we were watching old. I mean, I did fall asleep on it. I did go back and watch it, and it was actually pretty good. I know you were kind of like petrified by it, but you did say that it was pretty good though. Who else we got? Ryan, what's going on, my guy? How you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. Appreciate you joining. Yeah. The victim, that was his name, Jesse, when he took over his body and stuff. That was just dope all around. And he was trying to like withstand them, but he just couldn't because, of course, after every single kill, he got stronger and stronger. So very, very dope. So for those making their way in, appreciate you coming through. Yeah, old was creepy, but it was good. Yeah, I did doze off when we watched it together. But then, when I got back, I did go back and rewatch it again. It was pretty good, like very, very interesting. Like M. Night Shyamalan, he definitely got that off. Sometimes he's hit and miss with a lot of his movies, but for the most part, that one was really, really interesting. I hate the Saw movies. Really, really. You know what? That was another franchise that I was kind of leaning towards. But, because I'm such an old school spirit, I had to go with, the iconic classic ones like Puppet Master and Nightmare on Elm Street. I like the Saw movies, though. They're another one, too. That, again, it's just that creativity. I love it with Jigsaw, like the little doll riding on the bike. I want to play a game. Like, I love that. And then, of course, the tape recording, as every victim is, leaning towards their death, that whole live or die. Oh, I love it. And just the way he explains what's happening before they get ready to die, it's so dope. And just putting all those victims in the position to where it's like, do you save this person or do you not? That to me is dope, especially when he explains to them like who they were and what they did. Oh man, it's just like it puts you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's like you don't know what to do or what to choose. Should you save this person or should you just let them die? I do love the video games. If you haven't got a chance to play the Saw games, they were on PlayStation 3, I believe. Dope, very, very dope, because it literally follows the movie, even though they recreated the story and made it differently. Very, very dope, though. I love the scenarios and the setups to it. So, yeah, all the Saw movies, it started getting a little corny towards, the later ones. But those first few, oh, man, loved it, loved it. Especially that, I'm trying to remember which one it was where the guy, he was on the machine and his body parts, they kept turning. And then, so it started with his arms and then his legs kept, rotating until they just basically twisted and cracked the bones and stuff. And then his head started turning. His head was the last one. I thought that was just dope. It was hard to watch, but very, very dope nonetheless. Warriors, come out and play. What's good, my guy? How you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. I was mad at you for falling asleep. I was kind of scared, but I couldn't stop watching. I'm sorry, Mama. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Well, look, the next horror movie we watch together, I'll make sure I'm wide awake like Katy Perry, all right? I'm going to make sure I drink some Red Bulls and stuff like that. And I'm not going to fall asleep on you this time around because, I like to watch stuff with the lights off. So I'll make sure, just for you, I'm going to be wide awake. So the old Friday the 13th was great. Okay. I do like Jason. I do like, oh, no, let me rephrase that because I was about to say, I'm not that crazy about Michael Myers. And I know my boy Rod, big shout out to him because he's in the live chat. He's actually portraying Michael Myers. I know he's going to hate me for it. I'm just not that big of a fan of Michael Myers. I don't know. He just doesn't do it for me. And I get that he's kind of like the OG in a sense. Even with Jason. Jason, I do like him. But I'm not I don't know. They're just too plain for me. They're dope, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I'm just not impressed by a lot of their killings. There's a few Friday the 13th movies that are pretty dope. The 2010 remake that they did, I'm not gonna lie. I watched that a couple times. That was pretty good. I did like that one. The Halloween franchise, I watched it, but I don't know. It didn't do it for me. I don't know. I wasn't as impressed as most people were. Again, I don't know. Michael Myers, he just don't really scare me like that. To me, Jason seems a little more scary than Michael Myers. Michael Myers just looks like one of those moody ass janitors that just found a little clay pot mask and just put it on his face and just, Jason, it's yo, the big ass dude with a hockey mask on. To me, that's a little more disturbing, you see angry janitors all the time and stuff, or custodians, because that's how Michael Myers is dressed. How many times have you seen a really pissed off 7-foot goalie with a big ass sword walking around? You don't see that every day. You know, the janitor, I kind of expect. They're like, man, if I got to clean another pile of throw up, I'm telling you, every kid in this school is getting it. So, but with Jason, it's like, hold on, you got this man coming out of a lake with a big ass machete. Yeah, which one makes a little more sense, you know? So, but for me, that's just my opinion on it and stuff. All right. I like playing games, but not these type of games. Oh man, come on, War. You can't be a fan of horror and not be into these type of games and stuff. You know, just horror all around. Me, I love survival horror. Evil Within, Resident Evil, Little Nightmares, the Dark Pictures anthology, the Saw games. Love it. Love it. Silent Hill, the original one. Some of these other ones, they were like, I don't know if you can call Parasite Eve horror. I guess you can kind of throw that in there. Even the Blair Witch game, they came out with that. That was pretty interesting. So, but oh yeah, me, survival horror, that is right up my alley. You guys have seen me streaming the horror games, playing in the dark. That's the only way to do it. You can't have the lights on. You can't. You gotta have the ambiance. You gotta play in that vibe right there. Like, look how it just sets the tone right there. You can't even see me right now. It's just beautiful. Love it. That is pure horror at its finest right there. All right. For those coming in, welcome in. The topic of conversation, we are talking about villains of horror. The new Halloween movie thoughts. I wasn't impressed. I don't know. It didn't do it. Like I can't pick out one Halloween movie that was like, okay, that one was pretty solid. Even the one with Busta Rhymes, and I love Busta Rhymes. Big shout out to him. But I don't know. Halloween just didn't do it for me. It didn't. I tried and I watched every single title. I don't know. I just wasn't that impressed. I don't know. Michael Myers, he's just not like, to me, he's not one of the people that's like, oh my God. This is just like, man, look, somebody get in the car and just run his ass over. I don't know. I don't get that fear factor with Mike versus Jason. You know what I'm saying? So here's the questions, everybody, for those making their way in. All right. So question 1 is, what is your favorite horror movie franchise of all time? Question 2 and 3 pertain to the Mount Rushmore. Who would you put in your Mount Rushmore for horror villains, as well as an honorable mention, a +1? And who would you put into your Mount Rushmore? Which horror movies would you put into your Mount Rushmore, as well as an honorable mention? Question 4 is, which villain has the best horror movie theme music of all time? And then finally, question 5, which horror movie villains would you like to see face off in a versus style matchup, aka a death battle? So let's keep going because this is getting good. The first 2 original Halloween movies were dope to me, but once they kept changing up the storylines, that's when they lost me. Okay. And you know, like I said, I watched the first ones, but I don't know. I guess maybe the deaths just weren't that impressive. Like for me, like Jason, even though he's kind of in that, you know, same slasher mode, to me, his deaths were a little more creative than Michael, to me, I think. But I don't know. Michael Myers I guess the deaths were just too basic. I like those creative deaths, you know, those ones where it's just like, oh, like, you know, where you're sitting there just like cringing or like, oh, like, damn, I'm glad that's not me. I like that type of feel, you know what I'm saying? So let's see. See, my mom can't stand Michael Myers, but she can't deal with Freddie and Jason. Big shout out to Mama Warrior. I guess she's just not a horror fan. Like I said, I understand. I get it for those who just aren't into it at all. It's not for everybody. You know, you got to really be. I was about to say you got to be like a twisted person, but actually you don't got to be that. You just got to be one of those people that is just really intrigued by it. I'm intrigued by it. It's not too many movies that scare me like they did when I was younger, because now I watch most of them and I'm just like, you know. But it feels good just to go back and watch these classics, you know, every so often. So for me, that's what it's about. Thoughts on Pinhead? Okay, which Pinhead? Which one? Are you talking about Pinhead from Hellraiser, or are you talking about Pinhead from Puppet Master? Oh, and also too, again, if anybody wants to come up, there is the link right there. You can definitely click on it and come on in. Again, just make sure that you guys are in a secluded area so we're able to hear you and stuff. Make sure your volume and everything is intact. If you don't want to show yourself on camera, that's perfectly fine. You can always just switch the camera off just like this and do so. All right. Who we got? Who we got?
Ryan Smith, Fishing and Sports.
Hi, guy. What's going on?
How you feeling and how you living?
He knows me too well, ladies and gents. He knows me too well. What's going on? Ryan Smith is in the building. Y'all welcome him in.
Or
show him some love. All right, so Ryan,
yeah.
Let me go ahead and ask you these questions and let me get your take on it. I'm still going to keep giving my take as well, but get yours as well. So, first question is, what is your favorite horror movie franchise of all time?
I'm going to have to say Ghostface, or I'm going to say Scream or Halloween.
Okay. So is it like a tie between both, or
so like I would say like Scream would be my number one. Halloween would be number two.
Okay.
What's another good one? The Shining is good.
Oh yeah, The Shining is. Here's Johnny. Yes, sir. Classic line. Everybody still does that to this day.
What was it? What was another good one? Dang it. I did like Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street is number one for me, and then Puppet Master.
The one that really set it off was Freddy versus Jason.
I love that, and a lot of people didn't like it, but I liked it, even though I felt like that wasn't a great matchup in my opinion. I still liked the direction that they went with it. How Freddy was using Jason, kind of like he kind of did the same thing like he did with the boy Jesse from Nightmare on Elm Street 2. I did like that, and then it's like when Jason caught on to what he was doing. Now it's like the ultimate battle goes down and stuff. So he said Michael Myers is the original Jamaican Don. He is, Rob. I mean, he is. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not a fan of him like that. But like I said, to each his own. All right. Halloween, birth, all the rest. Yeah, you're right about that. Michael Myers is definitely an OG. You know, without him, you definitely wouldn't see a lot of the people that you see today. So you're definitely right about that for sure. All right. No, go ahead. What were you saying?
So what's the next question?
Okay. So the next one is a two-part, which is the Mount Rushmore thing.
Okay.
Who are you putting in your Mount Rushmore as far as horror villains? I'll start off with that one. Who's your four, your plus one?
Okay, so Ghostface.
Okay.
Freddy. Michael Myers. And Jason.
Okay. You got an honorable mention or no?
And the Michael Myers one that I would go with is the Rob Zombie one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
And my plus one would probably be Pennywise.
B.D.B.G.P. I like it. Warriors, come out and play.
What's up, y'all?
What's going on? Y'all welcome my boy Christian Fields and AKA Warriors. What's going on with you?
What's going on? What's going down? How you feeling? How you living?
Good,
yes, sir.
Doing good. Everybody's doing good.
All right, War. First question.
I was gonna do the Mount Rushmore with the favorite horror movie.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. So let me keep going through. So what is your Mount Rushmore for horror movies and your plus one?
I'm gonna say Halloween. I'm gonna say Halloween 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna also do Halloween 5 and 6.
Okay.
And Halloween H2O 20 years later.
Okay.
So that'll be one. I'm gonna do Scream.
Okay.
So it'll be Scream 1 through 3 and the new one that came out, not the fourth one.
Oh, okay, I got you.
And then the third movie would be let's see, Friday the 13th. But it would be the Friday the 13th Jason X.
Okay.
And then Jason Takes Over Manhattan.
Wait, you like that Jason X? I could not stand that movie.
That was so good.
Really?
Yep.
I did not like Jason X. Jason Manhattan, that was my movie. But
Yeah.
Jason X,
I like this upgrade in that movie. I ain't gonna lie.
And I'm gonna say, what is it? Jason Goes to Hell.
Oh, that was a good one where he came back as a little like slug looking. He was taking over everybody's bodies. Yeah, Jason Goes to Hell was
and the one, I think it's Jason. I think it's like Friday the 13th. Jason Returns, where he turns into a zombie or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one was good too.
Okay, nice. Is that all of them?
And I like let's see. I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad. All right. So let me get everybody caught up. So War, you up to bat? Because the next question, 4 and 5, I'll go one by one and let you guys answer that one. So let me get you caught up with the first 3. So War, favorite horror movie franchise of all time?
Oh man, that's a good one. I'm stuck between Friday the 13th and The Conjuring.
I did see that you had put that in the live chat. The Conjuring, The Conjuring was pretty interesting.
So was the Dead Silence movie was good too.
Dead Silence?
Mm-hmm.
Was that the one with the ventriloquist one? Was that?
No, that's the one where they have the killer dolls that come after you.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that one. It's so many. When it comes to horror, it just
You said that.
Okay.
I love
right, so you said The Conjuring and Friday the 13th?
Those are my 2. That's usually the 2 that I go with between them 2.
Okay. If you had to pick one, which one would it be between the 2?
Dang.
Hey, I had to challenge myself too, man.
Oh man. I gotta say Friday the 13th because I grew up with those movies, so I gotta say Friday the 13th.
Okay. I feel you on that one.
I'm gonna go with Scream if I had to really pick.
Yeah. For me, like I said, I had said it earlier before everybody started coming in. It was Puppet Master and Nightmare on Elm Street, but I leaned more towards Nightmare on Elm Street just because I've watched that whole franchise from start to finish. There's still a few Puppet Master movies that I haven't seen yet. I think I've seen up to the 3rd or 4th one. But
I was gonna say they got a bunch now, so yeah.
What's that movie called where that guy he gets he's like cursed and then he gets really old?
Dang, that sounds familiar.
Oh, what is that one?
I totally forgot what it is, but it's a good movie.
Is it Thinner?
Yes.
Yeah. See,
that is a good movie.
Because he was overweight and then he got skinnier. Yeah.
Yep.
Thinner was dope. Another one that a lot of people slept on to, and I thought it was really good, Sleepwalker, Stephen King.
I ain't gonna lie. Usually whenever Stephen King movies get turned into, his books get turned into movies, I usually like them. So
yeah. He's got some dope ones, you know. Like
here's a good and then if I would have to pick a good battle between 2 villains, I'm gonna say Jason and Leatherface.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
That's actually one of the questions I'm about to jump to. That's an interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
You said, have comedy as one of your topics one day. I don't do horror films since I was younger. They're not scary to me, and a lot of them are corny. Yes, a lot of them did get kind of whack, over the course of time, but those old school ones are still very vintage to this day. But I'm actually glad that you mentioned that, D, because I do have comedy coming up as one of my topics. So we are going to talk about that. So stay tuned for that one.
So what's the next question?
Okay, so next one is...
I'm sorry if I'm going too fast.
Oh, no. It's good. So, War, for your Mount Rushmore, villains and movies, which ones are you putting into your Mount Rushmore, as well as your honorable mention?
For villains, it's probably going to be cliche because I always watch them. It would be definitely Freddie, Jason. I guess I could add Michael Myers because, like I said, they don't know how to kill him yet. So yeah. And for my 4th one, I'm trying to think. Oh Lord, there's so many that I could pick, like between Chucky and Pinhead, and oh man. Oh man, and
Pinhead from Hellraiser or Pinhead from
Hellraiser.
Okay.
And I could definitely put Leatherface in that equation too.
Okay.
I can't between those three. I can't decide.
Okay. It's tough, but this is why I like to challenge everybody because it makes you think.
Pinhead was good.
My opinion, because these are the movies I always watched growing up. So it would definitely be Freddy, definitely be Jason, it definitely be Michael Myers, and I would have to pick Chucky because I used to watch those movies all the time too. So I had to put Chucky in that.
Okay.
So I used to watch them all the time. And for my movies, I'm probably gonna go left field on these because these are movies I still watch these days, and they were like horror to me. Creep Show was a good one. I love Creep Show. Christine, I freaking love Christine with the car.
Oh, that was a good movie.
Love Christine. I definitely gotta add The Shining because I still watch that movie to this day. Here's Johnny. Love that movie. And another one that it's left field, but I freaking loved. I used to watch it all the time. Was Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. I love that movie.
Woo! The classic. Oh man.
I went left field. I went left field with my movies.
Hey, look, Demon Knight. That was one of them.
Love Demon Knight.
Slept on too.
I love
right next to Sleepwalkers and Thinner and all of that. Definitely, I love Demon Knight. I love Tales from the Crypt.
You know what else is a good movie is?
For some reason, Billy Zane. I freaking loved him as a villain. He looked like he was enjoying. He had a good time.
Oh yeah. He actually talked about it in an interview how much fun he had doing that, like torturing everybody and taunting them and stuff. Yeah, he definitely did his thing. Oh, what were you about to say, Ryan?
What's that movie where the guy's blind and if he hears like any sounds, he comes after you?
Oh, Don't Breathe. I love those.
Don't Breathe, yeah.
Believe it or not.
Mention.
Go ahead.
I was just agreeing with him. I was just saying that could be an honorable mention for me. Don't Breathe, because I love Don't Breathe. That was a good one.
That's so funny that you said that, Ryan, because that's actually in my list. So I'm gonna go through my Mount Rushmore for movies and for villains. So for the villains, of course, Freddy, all-time favorite. I got Candyman, Pennywise, Leatherface, and the Tooth Fairy from that movie Darkness Falls. She was creepy as hell. And just the fact that like that real crazy noise that she would make as she would come after you, that like she'd be whispering and growling at the same time. Oh, and then the fact that she could lurk through the shadows and she would just be at different places and you never saw her coming. Of course, you literally had to keep all the lights on because if you stayed in the dark, that's it. She got your ass. So yeah, Darkness Falls was one of those movies I watched when I was younger. I had a tough time watching it. But eventually I was able to kind of get over the fear a little bit. Like now I could watch it. I'm like, oh, this ain't nothing. But then coming up, oh yeah, I didn't flip my mattress a couple times from pissing on it on both sides. I mean, hey, look.
Hey, don't feel bad. I was scared of Chucky, so don't feel bad, man.
Yeah, Chucky was creepy. Just dolls in general are just creepy, especially Puppet Master. Them little things, man. I don't know what it is about them.
But you know what's weird? And oh my god, I need to add Tales from the Hood as another honorable mention because them dolls on that movie did not creep me out, but Chucky did.
The Chucky, old school Chucky was very, very creepy. Like he had that drunk bar looking face and stuff. Like you like an alcoholic. Like now, just like you just kick him somewhere or pull his head off and just like throw it somewhere. Like back then, no, because Chucky was a lot stronger.
Yeah, they made him to a joke now. So I'm like.
They made him a lot weaker as he progressed,
True.
Stuff. But back then, hella strong and more crafty with his killings and stuff like that. So, so for my movies, I have the original Exorcist, the original Candyman, the original It, Puppet Master, and my honorable mention is Don't Breathe. To me, that was the last really good thriller / horror movie. Like they did such a good job with that. I went to see that in the theaters and they had like the Dolby Digital like high up. Oh my god, I can't begin to tell you how many times I jumped. I might have dribbled a little bit, wise, but yeah, I jumped a couple times because I'm like the fact that like he was popping up at random times and it was times where you wouldn't expect it. Because like sometimes with the horror movies, you can kind of tell when the setup is coming. Okay, this person's getting ready to die or the villain's about to be right here, or they want to pop up at this moment. And Don't Breathe, he popped up at times I did not expect it. And it was like, oh, snap. Like, whoa, okay. So they did a good job at crafting that movie. Now the second one was garbage. I don't even know why they're trying to turn this into a franchise. They should have just left it as is with the first one. That second one was terrible. I don't even like. It didn't even make sense.
I liked it. I mean, for what it was. I mean, of course, the first one was the best one, but yeah, I liked it for. So.
Yeah, and that's always been my issue, especially when it comes to horror. Certain movies, when it's just pure gold, you don't need to duplicate it. You don't need to do it over. Like Sleepwalkers, just to name an example, they didn't need to do another one. It was good as it is. Even like with Pet Sematary, that was another one I felt like they didn't need a part 2 for that. Part 1 was great. A couple movies that they never did duplicates or remakes of, which are really good. The Fly was a good one. Lawnmower Man, that was good. They didn't duplicate it. They were perfect. Certain ones I can understand, them kind of leading it into a franchise, but it's like if you are going to turn it into a long-term franchise, just make it good. Don't start to make it to the point where people lose interest. Because like the first few films are great. And then it's just like they just lose it when they start doing too much. That's all I was saying with Jason X. I'm like, oh, I hated that one. Because it's like, come on, like I'm not ready for Jason in space. Him being in like Manhattan somewhere or, like in different parts of like Camp Crystal Lake. I expect that. But like, come on, he's up in the Star Trek Enterprise ship. That don't make no damn sense. Like, no.
His upgrade was nice. I ain't gonna lie. He upgraded nice though on that movie.
I mean, yeah, his upgrades and stuff. Of course, they made him like indestructible, but overall, it was just whack. The deaths weren't that impressive. I just, I couldn't get with it. I
ain't gonna lie. My favorite one was the when he froze the chick with the face. He froze her face and he smashed it. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, like the deaths and stuff, they're funny, but as far as just that fear that want to be scared and want to be terrified, like I just didn't feel it with like Jason X, and especially a lot of these movies. Like I said, Don't Breathe was probably the last real great horror movie that they've done. Everything as of lately, just not that impressive. Actually, you know what? It wasn't scary to me, but it was pretty good though. I'll give it some credit. That movie Antlers, it was on HBO. I don't know if you guys have seen that one. I don't know if you've seen it yet, Ward.
Antler, oh no, I haven't seen that one. Yeah, I heard
it's pretty good. I mean, the ending was kind of whack, but for the most part, it was pretty good. Oh, you know what? I know another one that was great. A Quiet Place. That was good.
I remember that one. I don't think I've seen it though, but I remember it though.
Quiet Place was good. They did a good job. That's like right up there with Don't Breathe. I always keep forgetting about that one. To me, that's a very, very underrated one. But that and Don't Breathe to me were like the last of the Mohicans right there.
I feel like the last Mohicans to me was The Conjuring, to be honest. When it comes to demons, I don't mess with demons. So that's why I'm always getting scared because I
really?
don't do demons. That's why I can't stand the Exorcist movie because I'm like, I don't do demons. I can't do demons.
Yeah, original Exorcist, like you could see where they just started doing so many different spin-offs and stuff that was kind of like duplicating that. But there's nothing like that original Exorcist, man. Yeah, that was creepy. But see, that's the thing too. Also, like the CGI and the special effects back then, it was more believable. It was more convincing. Like now, you can clearly see like it looks like ketchup and all that other stuff like that. It's not even like it looks so fake.
True.
Like especially like with the Exorcist stuff, it's just not even convincing. Like them old school ones. Oh yeah. Still to this day, the voices and like just the eerie vibe that you used to get. I love it. Like now it's just like you more so laugh at this stuff versus like really sitting there kind of being scared, clutching your pillow like, oh my God, so like now it's not as impressive as it was back then. Back then I had a hard time watching this stuff. I still got through it, but I was definitely keeping the lights on for sure. But
when I was tough, I watched Tales from the Crypt and like Tales from the Dark Side as a kid, so that's probably why he toughed me up.
Oh yeah, Tales from the Crypt, Tales from the Dark Side, even Tales from the Hood. That was also
love Tales from the
other ones that was slept on as well and stuff. I don't want to say that was a tough movie to sit through. I think the only scene was the story with the racial governor and those puppets and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It just gave me Puppet Master vibes. Like those little things were just creepy, and I love the CGI, like how they would move around and stuff, and they had a little like creepy face and stuff. It was like, oh, like I loved it. That to me, that's the epitome of true horror right there.
True.
All right, so
Watch the sequels though, because they were.
Which ones?
Tales from the Hood. They made sequels, and I was like,
those Tales from the Hood sequels were terrible. Again, that was another movie. It's like, why did they try to turn it into a franchise? They should have just left it alone. Some movies, when it's pure gold, just there's no need to touch them. To me, it just doesn't make any sense. It bogs my mind. All right, so again, for anybody that wants to come up, the link is right here. Just come on in and join the discussion. If you want to, not
join this.
Huh?
I was just saying, yeah, this is fun. I'm enjoying this.
Appreciate it. Again, if you guys want to stay within the live chat and just talk, that's cool too. But if you guys want to come up, that's the link. Definitely do so. All right, so let's keep it going. So my next question: which villain has the best horror movie theme music of all time?
Oh God, there's so many. Oh, I love the Halloween theme. I don't know what it is, but it has that really creepy vibe to it. Can't go wrong with the Nightmare on Elm Street. Can't go wrong with the kill, ma. Can't go wrong with that one. I love the Psycho theme too. The I love that one. God, those are my four actually.
Okay. You said me. Oh, you want to come up, Rob? If you do, just click on the StreamYard link and just come on up.
Yeah, I love that. I love that song. The Master P, when he used that beat, I love that song.
Oh, yeah, he did use that. I forgot about
and that was a fire beat. So yeah, I think Halloween's the top thing for me.
Yeah, I love how Fabulous and Jadakiss, if you guys don't know, they're famous rappers. For those who are not sure, if you guys have been watching the little advertisements I've been putting in on my Instagram, they have a song called Freddie versus Jason. And I love how they did the samples from both Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday 13th. If you guys get a chance, go and listen to that song. It is amazing. Like Fab starts off because he's posing as Freddie, and then Jadakiss obviously is Jason. But have you heard that song?
I listened to it. That's my first time hearing about it.
Yeah, let me pop it into the live chat. So if you guys want to definitely check that out, you can do so. But that song is amazing. And then the way it switches from Freddie's over to Jason, oh my God. Like I forgot who the producer was that did the song that produced it, but very, very dope. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me find it right here.
I'm digging it out. Because now I got the woody woo. I got that song stuck in my head now. And I'm
stuck in your head. I kind of
that Master P used my beat. I was like, oh, I remember that song. I love that song. I'm going to listen to that now.
I kind of figured it would be. What's going on, Dakota? Live from China. Mega love shout out. How you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. Appreciate you joining.
I'm not gonna lie. The whole intro where you see the pumpkin and just goes to his face with the piano playing that, I was like, that is really creepy. I don't know why, but it's just creepy.
Oh yeah, absolutely, War. He said, nah, I have the best beat. That's my boy Rock, y'all. He's actually Michael Myers today, so I'm busy. That's why I keep commenting. Oh yeah, no worries. What's going on, Dakota? How you feeling? How you living? So for those coming in, welcome. The topic of conversation, we are talking about villains of horror. So here's my questions to everybody before I get into this next one. Question one is, what is your favorite horror movie franchise of all time? That's question one. Question two pertains to the Mount Rushmore setup that I do for all of my debates. Who are you putting in your Mount Rushmore, which is 4? Who are you putting in your Mount Rushmore for horror villains and horror movies, as well as an honorable mention for both? Question 4 is, which villain has the best horror movie theme music of all time? And then question 5, which I can't wait to get to. Which horror movie villains would you like to see face off in a versus style matchup, aka a death battle? So, War, you said what was the one that you said again? You said
Oh, for the last question,
No, for question 4. What was it? You said what was the music that you said?
Oh, see, I had the 4. I said Halloween theme, the Freddy vs. Jason. Oh, sorry, Freddy vs. Jason. Both Freddy and Jason's theme, and then I said the Psycho theme. But
okay.
But personally, the top one to me is the Halloween theme.
Halloween.
But the original theme, not the other ones, but like the original one, where it was just the piano. It was just it just had that creepiness to it.
It did.
And then the pumpkin just come up close to you. I don't know why. It was just creepy.
It was. It definitely was. Mike's intro was dope. Him, Freddie. I mean, Jason. I don't really call it a theme, but the that was dope.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah, it was dope. It was creative. I liked it. For me, it's the Puppet Master theme song. I don't know. Have you ever heard that? You guys?
Yeah, I need to watch those again because I love Puppet Master.
Yeah, I actually got it queued up here. I'll go ahead and play a little snippet of it if you guys want to hear it.
And the reason why I like the Psycho theme is because I just liked how Busta Rhymes did it on his "Give Me Some More" song. I love that theme.
Oh yeah, he definitely did. Definitely did. All right, so here it goes, y'all. The Puppet Master theme music. Hold on, let me just mute myself real quick. Ooh wee! Oh man. Man, look. Still there, War?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm still here.
Yo, look. That is creepy as hell. It's like Transylvania. It's like a fun house inside of Transylvania. I love the piano too. It's just like you hear that, you know something bad gonna happen.
True.
That is just I first heard that when I was a kid. I'm like, man, I literally hit that light switch so fast. I'm like, no.
Ooh, I got a good question. See, we're talking about Puppet Master. Who's your favorite puppet?
I love when I get challenged with the questions. Oh, I had a feeling I was going to get asked that. I wasn't sure. My favorite. Damn it. Oh man.
I had to, man. I'm sorry, man. I had to.
Hey, no, I appreciate it.
Pinhead. I had 3. I was stuck between Blade, 6-shooter, and Pinhead. Yeah, those are my 3.
Pinhead, you know what it is with him? That's just creepy as hell. It's just like he's got that gigantic body. Because I was actually talking about this earlier. He's got that tiny peanut head, that gigantic body with the big ass hands, the little legs. It's like, what the hell is this? And the thing is, he's got that superhuman strength. So it's like you trying to like actually go up against him and fight him. It's damn near impossible because it's like he's got what do they call it? Like I think they call it like midget strength.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like midgets are like twice as strong as like an average human, but he's got that. And then yeah, it's just crazy. I'll never forget the one. I don't know which Puppet Master it was. I think the lady was trying to fight him off. He was like strangling her, and she pulled his head off and threw it. And so, of course, like she's trying to escape. He's like running around looking for his head. He finds it. He picks it up, puts it back on, and of course, you know, she had the opportunity to easily just escape and get out of the situation. Of course, she stumbles and falls.
Tripping over air. Go
trying to get away. Yeah, he hits her. Well, he threw something at her, hit her over the head, kind of like semi knocked her unconscious. And I never forget, like, as she looked up, all you see is him running full speed with his hands out. I was like, oh my God, that's creepy as hell. He just started strangling the life out of her. And I think he strangled her so badly that her eyes popped out her socket. It was like, I'm like, oh my God. But it's like, yeah, that was creative. Blade is dope too. I love the hook.
I like the whole leader about him. I just like him. He's just cool.
Yeah, especially like when his eyes light up and stuff, the mask, just that grave digger look that he's got to him. Blade would be number 2. I do like Six Gunner. Six Gunner is just weird. The other one, I forgot his name. He's got like the drill on his head. He's another one that's
oh my God. As soon as you said it, I forgot his name. Dang it.
I never forget the scene where the guy was sleeping and he climbed up on top of the bed and he started having the drill going and he runs at him full speed and the guy wakes up and he just starts drilling his head. I was like, ah!
Oh my God. Now I'm having to look it up now because I know his name and I cannot remember his name to save my life.
I forgot his name. I definitely
kill me. It's killing me. Hold on. Tunneler.
What was his name?
Tunneler.
Yeah, that was his name. Yeah, he was another one. So those are my 3. But if I had to say, I'm going with Pinhead, just because his whole character design and just everything about him is just creepy as hell. Like I
ain't gonna lie, this freaked me out too. I was like, oh God, shooting out leeches out of your mouth. I was like, oh God, no.
Yeah, leech lady was. That was just. That's where I kind of have a hard time watching it. I always kind of like fast forward her scenes. That's just disgusting. Leeches coming out your mouth and stuff, and they're attaching, and like if you look real close, they had like sharp teeth. So when they clinged onto your body, it was hard to pull them off. So if you even tried to yank it, half your skin is coming off. It's just like,
I was like, yeah, y'all can keep that.
I said you can keep that.
Yeah.
That's the world of horror, baby. What's going on, RMBT? How you feeling? How you living? So again, for those coming in, the topic of conversation is villains of horror. I have several questions for you all. Again, if you're not into horror, it's all good. Not everybody is, but for those that are, here's the questions. What is your favorite horror movie franchise of all time? That's question 1. Question 2 and 3 pertain to the Mount Rushmore. Which movies would you put in your Mount Rushmore as well as an honorable mention? Horror movies. And which horror villains are you also putting in your Mount Rushmore as well as an honorable mention? Question 4 is which villain has the best horror movie theme music of all time? And then question 5, which we're about to get into now, which horror movie villains would you like to see face off in a versus style matchup, aka a death battle? So let's talk about it because I definitely got a list right there. Thank you, T. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, so I'll go off the bat with some of them. Let me know what you think, and if you guys have some of like suggestions on ones that you think would be really, really dope, let me know. So again, you can agree or disagree on some of these. So War, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so I got about 15 of them. I got Jason Voorhees versus Michael Myers.
That'd be a good one.
I got Freddie Cougar versus Leprechaun. Pennywise versus JoJo the Clownzilla from Killer Clowns.
I totally forgot about those Killer Clown movies.
Killer Clown was that movie right there, especially that part where the little midget one, he knocked his head off and the dude's head went flying in the trash can and that black motorcycle, he was like, damn. And they all just took off running it. And he did that. He did that laugh. Oh my God. That just the way them clowns looked too. They were creepy as hell. Ugh, you could tell they were definitely like aliens and stuff.
Yep. I forgot about that.
Terrell said Insidious. Oh yeah, Insidious. The first one was good. Everything after the first one was like, I feel like they didn't really know what direction to go into. Freddie, yeah, he's my all-time favorite, and he's in my Mount Rushmore as well. Love Freddie. All right, so I'm gonna keep going with a couple other ones I got. So I got, where'd I leave off at? All right, I got the girls from The Ring and The Grudge.
Ooh, that'd be a good one.
That would.
Because technically they can't really die, so I mean.
Yeah, they're spirits. They're like entities. So there's no killing them. Actually, so before I keep going, who do you guys think are winning these matchups? So let me go back. I'll rewind with Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers. Who do you think's taking that one?
That's kind of hard to explain because they just don't know when to die.
No, none of them know when to die. They're all.
How can you choose?
I might have to lean towards Jason, and I know my boy Rock probably gonna be upset with me, but I'm leaning towards Jay. I feel like Jay could take Mike.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out now I'm trying to figure out which Jason we're choosing because we're choosing the ones before 5. Then I would say Michael because he could get hurt like 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like you know how he can get hurt.
Okay.
But if you went with the Jason say whenever he came back from the dead, then yeah, I'm definitely choosing that Jason.
Okay.
Especially the Kane Hodder Jason, because you couldn't stop him.
Oh, Kane Hodder was
But the grace of God, you had to stop him because there's no way.
Yeah, he was actually in the 2010 remake of Friday the 13th. That was him. He came back and reprised his role again. So yeah, Kane Hodder Jason. Yeah, I mean all the other ones. Yeah, Mike could probably take him, but I don't think he's taking Kane Hodder though.
No.
All right, so what do you think about Freddie and Leprechaun? Who you think is winning that one?
Oh God, that's another good one too. Oh God, in the dream world, I don't know, but if in the real world, because you can grab them, you can bring them in the real world. You can probably, I feel like Leprechaun could take them.
Think so? I say Freddie just because of all the things that he's capable of doing.
That's what I'm saying. Dream world, yeah, he has no choice. He has no chance.
Yeah. But even just overall, because with Freddie's abilities, he has the powers, he's got the shape shifting, he's got so many weapons in his arsenal and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like he could take him on that. Leprechaun, Leprechaun, I feel would definitely give him a run for the money, but I do strongly feel overall, I feel like Freddie's gonna take that one. But I mean, to each his own. Leprechaun, he ain't nobody to sleep on either, because he can pull some tricks out of his hat too. I did enjoy that franchise as well. It was the same thing too. It started off great. It started getting a little corny and stuff, especially when he went to the hood and all that. I was just like, come on, they lost me with that.
We don't count that one.
Yeah. Team, edit that one out.
We don't count that one.
All right, so
just like Jason X, we don't count that one either.
Yeah, we don't count certain horror movies, especially Jason X. No, like my lady says, right? All right, this one's tough. Pennywise and JoJo from the Clownzilla from Killer Clown. Now, remember, for those who don't know, JoJo the Clownzilla, he's this 18-foot clown. He's actually the antagonist of the Killer Clowns movie. So, who are you putting up against? I feel like Pennywise, though.
Ooh,
here's the thing: Penny can shapeshift.
Yeah,
it's a lot of different things. He can become big if he wants to. So I kind of feel like,
and he goes off of fear. So I'm like, he could do anybody's fear, and he would mess with you. So I'm like, I feel like Pennywise would, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got Penny on that one. Terrell said, I think Michael Myers and Jason should go toe-to-toe. They should. I'm actually surprised that they didn't. That's why I was when I saw Freddy versus Jason, I was kind of I still watched it. It was still good, even though a lot of people were like, it was so-so. I thought it was good, but to me, it just wasn't the dream matchup. Michael Myers and Jason, that made more sense. So I'm definitely with you on that one, T, for sure. All right, so let me keep going through.
I do like to set up how they did it, though, with Freddy versus Jason. I did like that, though.
Oh, yeah, the way they did it was good. How he used Jason, how he basically kind of manipulated him into killing everybody so he can get stronger. I love the storyline and the layout of it. Even in the beginning, how they explained their story, their origins and stuff.
Everybody forgot about him. So I like how they,
I love how they went back to the essence and showed how Freddy came to be. And then, they showed how Jason came to be, and then how they tied the story in, and then they made them face off. That was real dope how they did that. And I'm glad they didn't turn that into a full out sequel and trilogy and all that, because they would have got corny after it. But they did do a good job of it, though. Some of the deaths were a little fake and stuff, but for the most part, I did enjoy it. Terrell said, it is scary, and Saw is one of my favorites. Yeah, I was just telling people earlier, T, that the original It was great. This new one, I don't like it. I do like the guy that they picked for it. I forgot what his real name is, but
Bill. I can't say his last name though, but it's Bill something. I know you're talking about.
Yeah. Because I was watching. I think he was on Jimmy Kimmel or one of those late night shows, Conan or somebody, and they showed him doing like the smile and stuff. Like they show how he looks without the makeup on. It is scary how he does that smile and stuff, just like how he does in the movie and stuff. I'm like, yo, they picked a really good character. But these two It movies, the remakes and stuff, I didn't like them. Like the deaths were kind of whack. It just wasn't scary. But like I said, I give it some credit because they picked a good Pennywise. But the original one, oh my God, he was creepy as hell. Even like when he didn't smile or show his teeth, when he was just talking regular to the kids and stuff, that man looks super, super creepy. Very. I love horror movies.
They all float down here, and you'll float too.
Right? They're right. So do I, T. You and me both. Love it. Love it. Yeah, the first, it was creepy. It was, especially when he started to like shift and he would like change his forms and stuff. But again, just the way he was like conversing with the kids and stuff, just his normal, because he played it off like he was so innocent, but you knew something was up. But it was just like, oh my God, like this is just like it's still one of those ones that's still tough to watch. All right. Oh, real quick too, I got a little joke for y'all. I don't know if y'all ever seen Marlon Wayans, the comedian. He did an interview, and they were talking about horror movies. And they asked him, what do you think is the scariest movie of all time? Do you know that this man said that movie Steel, starring Shaquille O'Neal?
I remember that.
And they were like, Steel? He said, listen, a man over 7 foot in an all-steel outfit coming after you, that's scary. That can't act. I'm like, yo, what is wrong with
a
guy?
Big hammer? Yeah.
Yeah. That it's not the scariest movie of all time. It wasn't even a horror movie, but just the fact that he made a joke about that, I just thought that was so funny. I just had to share that with y'all.
I'd be scared if he came as Kazam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right. Can you dig it? Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. That's why I love comedy and horror, man. Like you said, I didn't like the new It either. Like you said, old school is where it's at, but watching the old school ones as an adult is more nostalgic than scary. Exactly. It is classic. Yeah, look, y'all think I'm joking. Like, go look up Marlon Wayans on The Breakfast Club. He's been on there a couple times, but I'm trying to remember which one it was. But I know for a fact they asked him that, and that's what his response was. And I'm like, yo, he is a fool. And I had to really think about it too, because still that was such a whack movie that Shaq did. But I could see why he would say that. Like, imagine Shaq in an all steel outfit with a big hammer coming after you. He's like, yeah. And he can't act? That's scary. So I love it. All right, let me keep going through these matchups and stuff. So who you got between everybody? Who you got with the girls from The Ring and The Grudge? Who's winning that one?
Oh my God.
I said The Grudge.
I was thinking The Grudge, because I feel like you just cannot. Well, dang, you can't really escape none of them. But like, Lord Almighty.
Honestly, I feel like
especially when she goes, I'm like, oh God, no. I'm like, I'm booking.
Yeah, I feel like you could escape the girl from The Ring. The Grudge, though, that she just kind of pops out of nowhere. And then
because it's basically you're screwed when you walked into the house, because it's like it's cursed, so you're basically screwed.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I'm definitely taking the girl from The Grudge.
So as long as you don't watch the tape, you're good. Don't be intrigued. I'm good.
Honestly, no, it ain't even so much the tape. Don't answer the phone.
That too.
Because even when bill collectors call me, they'd be like 7 days. For what? 7 days till you got to pay this bill. Oh God, no! That to me feels like The Ring right there. If I'm past due on one of my bills and stuff, and they call me up, Mr. Johnson, 7 days. Damn.
And I see, but yeah, with The Grudge, like you don't even have to see her. You can just walk in the house and then just leave, and you're already cursed. So I'm like, dang, you're already.
That is true. That is, because she had the ability to curse you. Like even if you were anywhere close in the vicinity and not knowing, the tape thing, you watch that, you answer that phone, that's it. Honestly, just disconnect the line. Who's even still answering a landline phone anyway?
I don't.
Then again, she had the ability to like go through the cell phones and stuff like that. So she had that capability too.
Oh, that's a good question. The best horror film director. That's a good question.
Challenge me. Oh my God, who is the best? Honestly, the only name that really comes to mind, just right off the top of my head, I gotta say the GOAT, Stephen King, man.
I'm thinking John Carpenter. He's a good one.
John JC was a beast. He was.
Him and Wes Craven, they were good.
Oh, yeah, Wes. But I don't know, something about, I think with Stephen King, his stuff was just so creative. Like I said, Thinner, Pet Sematary, Sleepwalkers, those were just different.
But did he direct those? Because I feel like he didn't direct them. I feel like he just wrote the books and everybody else directed them. So did he direct those?
I think he did direct them, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta double check again. But I mean, if we are gonna just say like full on like director, no author, okay, I'm gonna go with Wes. M. Night Shyamalan's good too. But it's just sometimes he's hit and miss. And what's name's pretty good too. He should get a little bit more credit, even though he only has a few under his belt. Jordan Poole.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because I love Get Out and Us. I haven't seen Nope yet, but from what I've been hearing, everyone said it's really, really good. So
it's not. I mean, to me, it was okay. I ain't gonna spoil it for you though. It was okay for me.
Okay. I did love Us, even though a lot of people are like, I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm like, y'all gotta really pay attention to that movie. It was so many gems.
Get Out was perfect to me. I love Get Out.
Yeah. And Lupita, oh my gosh, she killed that role. Just when the scene when they made their way into the house and she's walking in and she's like, I forgot what she was holding, and she's like kind of like doing the little dance moves and that creepy walk.
Like,
yeah,
I was like,
she did that one line. She's like,
I had to turn my cam on for that one.
Yeah. Oh my God, like that was just creepy. Even the daughter, the doppelganger, like, even she was creepy. Like when the daughter was running and she was chasing after her and she was like standing on top of the thing and she was holding a knife and just smiling. I'm like, oh my God, that's creepy. That is like really, really eerie.
What I really like about Jordan Peele's movies, he can turn a hot song and make it creepy. Like, how could you make I Got Five on it creepy?
Yo, I was just about to say that. Hold on real quick. Steven's writing is dope. He always puts himself in every movie as a character. He does, and he does a good job at kind of playing like that victim and stuff with it. So I definitely agree with you on that one. But yeah, I love how they slowed down I Got Five on it. Even what's it called? The Us with the what was it? No. Us was I Got Five on it. I'm thinking about the Candyman remake, which was good.
Say My Name. That one was creepy too. I was like,
yeah, how he slowed that down. That was
Say My Name, and I was like, no, I won't. No, I won't. They made that creepy. I was like, not doing it.
I said hell to the no. There's another one he did too. I'm trying to think. He had another one he slowed down too. It was really dope.
Oh, when you watch Nope, he did another song he made creepy, but I ain't gonna tell you though.
Which one?
Nope. Whenever you go see it, he did another song and made it creepy.
He did?
Yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about though. I ain't gonna
see now. I want to go see it, but definitely the Say My Name one, and it's so perfect because it fits with the theme of the movie and stuff. The I Got Five on it, that didn't really fit, but I still liked it anyway. But the Candyman, to Say My Name with Destiny's Child, oh my God, that was dope. I'm like, he's a mastermind right there. Even though
he's like name from Twilight Zone, I forgot his name, Rod Serling. That's what he reminds me of.
Yeah. Oh, he actually he's doing the spinoff of Twilight Zone. He's the new host for it. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. Jordan Peele. They brought Twilight Zone back, and he's the new curator and the host for it. And he does the exact same thing. Like, he's dope. You would never think like someone that's like came into comedy would now transcend into like horror and thriller and stuff. So that's so dope. Big shout out to Jordan Poole, man. That's what I'm saying. I love that creativity. And like I said, it's dope because he likes both genres. He likes comedy and he likes horror. So just the fact that he reminds me a lot of myself with my favorite genres, I can appreciate him that much more. And so far, like all the movies he's done were great. Even Get Out. Didn't Get Out have he did like a song or something? Which one was it? I'm trying to remember.
The only song that I remember was Redbone. It was in the beginning of it.
Oh yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah, that was the
Baby Creeping. I love that song.
Yeah. The song by Childish Gambino.
I love that song.
Very well.
Love that.
And that fit with the whole theme, but in the purpose of trying to get out. So yeah, Jordan Peele, dope. But yeah, that Say My Name with the Candyman.
That was crazy.
And you know what I was so disappointed with Candyman, this new one? It was good because they did a great job explaining the story and the origin. The only issue with it was the ending was whack. And I love that they brought Tony Todd back because Tony Todd is a beast. He's still like creepy as hell. But the deaths were so whack. They barely showed like any like killing. Like that was my only issue. If they just fixed those two things, the rest of the movie was dope. Just the way they explained everything and even the creepy, eerie vibe to it. Because even though Jordan Peele, he didn't direct it, he helped produce it. So he definitely had his thumbs and his prints all over it. But I wish he would have directed it because I know he definitely would have showed like the deaths and everything like that. But yeah, whoever directed it, like the killing scenes were terrible. Like I'm like, oh come on. But they did such a good job of building up to the kill scenes. But then it's like when you see them, it's like, boo.
Like all right.
like D says, really, dude. All right. Let me keep going down the list of these other
matchups. Now, triple threat now, but you go ahead with yours though.
Oh, no, what's your triple threat? Let me hear it.
I was thinking, oh crap, I don't forgot their names. Freddie and Pinhead, but now I want to see like a triple threat between them two and Candyman now because they're like both like mystic and they're like in a way they're like powerful. So I'm like, that would be a good one to me.
Okay. You know, Pinhead, I've never been a fan of Pinhead. I don't know. To me, he's just like Michael Myers. He's not scary. I mean, he looks crazy with, the pin stuck in his face and stuff, but
more gory. More gory than scary.
Yeah, he is gory, but I don't know. He doesn't do it for me as far as the scaring. You really do that. That should be a film. Make that into a like a sci-fi horror or something like that. Actually, not sci-fi, but make it into like a thriller / horror. Like, really do. Like, did you just allow yourself to fall and stumble and there's nothing there and you just got yourself killed? Really do.
I'd be perfect. I'd be perfect in a horror movie. Because I'd be in the beginning and the end. They'd be like, oh, we're going here. We're going out vacation. I'm like, y'all have fun. I'm staying home. Y'all, I'm good.
No, your scene would be short because you are going to be like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo and stuff. You're going to stay in the mystery machine. I can see you right now just like, oh, my God, here they come. Hey, what are you doing?
That'd be me. And then at the end of the movie, I'll be like, I told him not to go.
Nah, you on like an island somewhere. You're not even still there. Like, you get the phone call, everybody died. And you're looking at the girl like, I told him not to go.
I'm like, click, and then the movie ends.
Yep. War is going to be the real. That's like, I told them not to go there. Like, this is not what we do. No. I'm in the mystery machine.
And I'm not staying in that house.
Yeah. It's like, y'all ever watch Eddie Murphy's stand up, his first one, Delirious, when he was talking about like the horror movies and stuff and how like, he's like, why do like the white people, they always just like, they'll sit there and analyze certain things. Like the one where he was like, oh, blood in the toilet. Oh, that's peculiar. Like, leave. And it's like with the black family, they'll go into the house or they'll buy a new house. Like, oh, this is a nice neighborhood and all that. This is great. You got kids playing, sunshine and lollipops. And you walk in the house, is that voice, get out. I'm like, say, baby.
Leaving, bye.
Whereas the other family, they're staying and they're like analyzing the blood in the toilet. There's blood in the toilet. That means go. That means get your money back and head out the door. It doesn't mean stick around. Like, really, do?
No, doing
it. Yeah. This complexion will not allow us to do it.
No.
Say now you're talking my language, delirious and raw. Don't worry, these. When I do the comedy episode, I'm definitely going to hit you up for that one for sure. I got you on that. All right, so I'm gonna keep going through the list. Ghostface versus Jack Torrance from The Shining.
Ooh. Dang. Ooh. I'm trying.
Did I get you there?
Yeah, you really did because I'm like, ooh.
Like what's his name said on Nutty Professor. Reggie Warrington. Should I get him? Should I get him? I don't know for that one. I might have to say.
Oh,
I might have to say Jack.
dang it, I can't choose because I feel like Ghostface would be. Oh, I feel like Ghostface would have the advantage because it's usually more than one of them. So you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, actually, it's not really more than one. They always change them up every single time because they're all connected somehow. Like,
notice how usually it's always two of them like working together. You ever notice that?
Oh yeah. I know what you mean. Okay, yeah, you're right about that.
I feel like I give it to Ghostface because I'm like it's usually like two of them like that's working together trying to poor Sydney. Poor Sydney.
Yeah. But they switch off though. They're back and forth. They don't
They always come up to Sydney. They always want to kill her because of what her mother did. I'm like, dang, poor Sydney. She did that. The mother did that, not her.
Sydney just needs to go to space. Like, you can't go anywhere because there's somebody is connected somehow. She gonna pick up that phone like she always does, and like just stop answering the phone. Don't even pay no bills and stuff. Hide in the cave. Go somewhere where there's no Wi-Fi, no reception, no one can find you. Hang out with amongst the bears. Yogi, Smokey, all of them. Boo Boo. Yogi's girlfriend, Sydney. Yeah, Boo Boo. She needs to hang around them. Then she can avoid actually getting killed and off and stuff. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to say Jack. Because Ghostface is clumsy sometimes. Like, he be falling over stuff and tripping. You never really seen like Jack get like clumsy and stuff. Like, I've seen times where Ghostface could have had an easy kill, but they push like one of those ottomans in his way. He actually, instead of jumping over, he falls over. It's like, dude, come on, you got to be better than that. Like,
and I feel like stalk you more because he's just lost it because the hotel's just like mess with him so bad. He's gonna find it.
Yeah. Jack was deranged, like crazy.
But see, the thing, fine. So he got into that hotel.
What's that?
I said he was fine until he got into that hotel and he just lost his mind.
Oh yeah, and yes, he did. Right round.
That makes me wonder if I could handle just staying there by myself. I'm like, with my family, of course, but I feel like I don't know if I could do that now.
Look, here's a word of advice, y'all. Never go to a motel where one of the letters on the lights is blinking. Everything should be fully lit. If one of them letters is out or is blinking, that don't go there. I don't care if they got free Wi-Fi and HBO. Don't go.
Yeah, don't go to the Bates Motel.
The sign better be fully lit. If one or two letters are blinking, you do not need to go there because something is wrong with it. I'm just throwing that out there for anybody that goes traveling and stuff. Go to a place where the sign is fully lit.
And there's people there. Like, yeah.
That too, what he said.
No Bates Motel. I ain't going to no Overlook Hotel, especially if there's like an Indian. If it was like built on an Indian burial ground. No, I'm good.
Yeah. Plus, the name too. If it has one of those weird names that you never heard before, like Old Hickory Motel, do not take your ass there.
Good.
Like, we're going to camp out here, the Old Hickory Motel,
and make sure the room is not 1408. Yeah. No, I'm good.
Yeah. I'm going to be in the car. Y'all go ahead and enjoy yourselves. That way, I'll leave the keys here. I ain't sleeping in no hotel, no old motel called Old Hickory. Especially when they only got like 4 actual rooms.
No, I'm good.
No, sir. All right. Who's next up? Okay, I got this a good one here. Chucky or Blade from Puppet Master?
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it. Oh God.
Yeah.
They always find a way to come back, and I feel like Blade would win it, but I swear, like, well, dang, Chucky always finds a way to come back too. So I can't really choose on that one either.
I got Blade.
And you would think Chucky would be done, but they always find a way to bring him back. And I'm like, how? Like, how's the soul like somehow stay in that dawn? He comes back. So I'm like, what?
Well, here's the thing you got to remember. They were all like humans at one point, and then they got killed. So when they did, their spirits transferred over to hell. So once that happened, they became entities. So basically, hell allowed them to just keep resurrecting. So they resurrected their spirits into the human forms again. So no matter how many times they get killed, they basically now become immortal. So Jason, Freddie, Chucky, all of them, they're all spirits now. So no matter how many times you off them, they're going to find a way to resurrect into other forms and come back. So that's what it is. I'm a huge fan of the apocalyptic movies. Yeah.
Logic.
What happened?
I said that's basically just horror movie logic. They're gonna find a way to come back. They're gonna make a way.
Yeah, that's why you got so many titles within the franchises. They always find a way to bounce back and stuff. Like that's how they do. They just transfer their spirits into those same bodies and stuff, and that's how they're able to just resurrect again. I'm a huge fan of apocalyptic movies. I do like some of the apocalyptic ones. I'm not too crazy about all of them because after a while they start to kind of feel the same. But there are some really dope ones, like the old school one. I don't know if you ever seen it, Deeds. Warlock, the Armageddon. That was really dope. And Wishmaster too. Very, very
Master.
Yeah, very, very dope. Did anybody watch the Resident Evil on Netflix? I didn't watch it because my Netflix account got hacked. But I'm gonna find a way to check it out. I've been hearing some good things about it. I did watch the animated series that they had on Netflix. I think it was like Infinite Darkness or something like that. That was pretty good because they kind of based it off of the video game franchise, which was really, really fly. So, all right, let me keep going because I got a few more. So, The Thing versus the Blob.
Dang. Oh. I feel like you couldn't stop the Blob, so I'm gonna say the Blob.
Yeah, the Blob could like multiply. The Thing, yeah, it definitely had the shape-shifting, manipulative ability, but the Blob, it was just like it was spreading, like it got bigger and bigger. That thing was really hard to stop at one point.
So I feel like the Blob would win that one to me, to be honest.
Blob, okay. All right. This next one is the Battle of the Hook Hands. Candyman or Ben Willis from I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Candyman.
Yeah, that's kind of yeah. Tony Todd is he's an animal.
He's too easy. That was Candyman.
Yeah. I just thought they just hooks came into mind when I thought about those two.
And plus, his whole story was just sad to me. Like, so I was like, I can.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I can vouch for him because all he wanted to do was just love his woman. But of course, during that time, it was taboo. So of course,
they did him dirty with the bees and hanging them and stuff. So it's like for him to come back, it's like Candyman, even though he is horror related, you can't really blame him in a sense because it's like, I mean, even though he's taking out innocent people, but even still, you can't blame him for what they put him through though, because they put him through a lot. Like it was pretty bad.
Just don't say the name.
I've actually gone in the bathroom and done it, and I came
out. Not me.
Man, look, I didn't did it. Ain't nothing gonna happen. It's just a superstition. That's what people want to believe and stuff like that.
Growing up as a kid, I was like, I'm not doing that. No. And it's followed me ever since. So I'm like, yeah, I ain't doing it.
You know what it is though? Don't close the door all the way. Just go in there, crack the door, and say it real fast, and then just dip out of there. See, that's the reason they were dying, because they were going in there saying it slow. You gotta like say it real fast, 5 times fast. Say, you know how they say like say Sunshine City real fast. Mm-hmm. It's like that. You gotta say Candyman real fast. Candyman. You know, you gotta do it like that, and then run. Make sure you got some Air Maxes on when you do it though.
Exactly.
All right. What about this one? The Creeper from Jeepers Creepers versus Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw.
Personally, I feel like the Creeper because I feel like they can't kill him either. So
Creeper was different, but Leatherface was. And see, you know what, Leatherface, that's real, and that's what a lot of people don't realize. He's the one villain that is actually real, because all that Texas Chainsaw Massacre stuff that was based on real events that happened down in Texas.
Because I did a report from my class. I did a report. And I remember that.
Because that's the fact that is real.
Yeah, Ed Gein. They did off Ed Gein.
Yeah, that's scary. The fact that can really happen. Like someone can actually go around wrapping other people's faces on theirs and going around with a big ass chainsaw. Yeah, and like he wasn't like no superhuman strength. He was just naturally strong. So, and the fact that he didn't talk, yeah, that's very, very creepy. So,
and he can run with you with that chainsaw. I was like, oh no.
Oh yeah, he's quick with it too. So I've only been to Texas once. I haven't been back since. Shout out to Dallas though.
But, I feel like you have a chance because you got a thing that can fly. So
pretty much, if you go to Texas, go to the places that's popping. Go to Austin, go to Dallas, San Antonio. Don't go to them towns that got those really long names that you never heard of, like Bumble Scum. You're not coming back. So
don't go visit.
Yeah, that's ill. He said, "Yeah, I don't play with stuff like that. Nobody does, D."
I'm not going to camp. I'm not going to no deserted house. Nope.
Yeah, I don't do them haunted hay rides and all that stuff. Yeah, that's just a little too much because there was actually a report somewhere that somebody actually died from one of those. Come to find out, it was actually like the person that was orchestrating everything was a serial killer, and they didn't know. So, yeah, don't play with that type of stuff.
That's creepy.
All right, so Red from Us versus Carrie.
Who?
Red from the movie Us.
Oh, okay.
I say Carrie.
Yeah, because she had the telekinesis. So yeah.
Yeah, that Red was creepy though. She had her thing going, but I might have to lean towards
And
Carrie.
plus, I felt super bad for Carrie. She did not deserve any of that stuff that they
Oh
did.
no. Yes.
So that is why I'm always nice to people because I don't want that coming back to me tenfold. I am a firm believer in karma. So every time I watch a horror movie and I see stuff like that, I'm like, y'all gonna get y'all's. Y'all better stop.
Yeah. You and me both. Carrie and Candyman, they didn't deserve what happened to them. They were just innocent bystanders.
Even Jason, because like they didn't have to mess with him like that.
Oh yeah, Jason too, because those three, they were like bystanders turned villain. So it's really not their fault for what they're doing. It's just a big payback, like James Brown. Everyone else, though, they were just already deranged. Like Chucky was already a serial killer. Freddie was already a killer. Michael Myers, all of them. So it's really not their fault and stuff. But, when it comes to like Jason, Carrie, and Candyman, they had no choice. So it's like, can you really blame them? I'd come back too. You off me and have a bunch of bees sting me up to death. Oh, yeah, you getting yours. I'm getting mine in, especially when they ain't looking. All right.
Well, even the chick and the kid from The Grudge, because they were brutally murdered in that house. They didn't deserve that. So yeah,
that one too. I was just thinking about that too. Yeah, them as well. Even the girl from The Ring, she got tossed in the well. She didn't deserve that. So it was like, yeah, you leave me in that well and stuff, with nothing to eat. Well, she got stuff to drink, but it's that dirty sewage water. Oh yeah, I'm coming back. First, I'm gonna give me something to eat, and then I'm gonna get so. Yeah. How much more time until that turkey's done? Okay, look, give me the leg part, and then I'm gonna off your ass.
That'd be a good horror. That'd be a good way to do.
Right? Can you imagine something like that? That'd be too funny.
That'd be a good way to start a horror movie.
Exactly. The big payback.
That was good.
All right. Hannibal Lecter and Jigsaw from Saw.
Oh. Think on that one. I feel Jigsaw because, like I said, he had people helping him too. So
he did. Pinhead alone was just creepy. Like that, somebody running up on you, like abducting you like that, is crazy. Especially in the video games too. If you guys ever get a chance, play the Saw video games. Man, the scenes where Pighead pops up, you never see him coming. It's kind of like the blind man from Don't Breathe. It's just creepy. Oh my God. I jumped so many times when I got snatched up by him in that game. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right. So you said Jigsaw?
Yeah, I feel like Jigsaw.
Here's a good one. The old school OG iconic serial killers. Norman Bates or Patrick Bateman from American Psycho.
Motherfucker. Oh God. Oh God. Why are you doing this to me, bro? Oh my God.
Hey, I'm a horror head. I tried to tell you.
You don't went. Oh God. Now I really got to think.
What do y'all think, y'all, for my horror heads out there? Norman Bates versus Patrick Bateman from American Psycho. Who y'all got?
It was just sad. I feel like if Mother didn't take over, he would be okay. So I'm gonna have to go with the other one.
For who?
I forgot his name. From American Psycho.
Or are you talking about Patrick Bateman?
Yeah, him. Because I feel like with Norman, like as long as exactly what Michael said, he hadn't killed his mother was. So I feel like if Mother wasn't taking over, Norman would be fine. So I feel I had to go with the other one.
Okay.
So yeah, I gotta go with the other one. Because like I said, Norman was usually fine as long as Mother wasn't talking to him.
Yeah. He did kind of like go into a whole nother realm and stuff like that. You said you love Saw. Yeah, I love Saw too. That franchise was dope. Which one was your favorite, T? Which one was your favorite Saw movie? I didn't like the Saw 3D one. I thought that was kind of whack. But the first few, I gotta remember which one. I think.
Sorry, go ahead.
My fault. What were you saying?
You go.
So, like my favorite was the one where the guy was on that device and his limbs started twisting, his hand, his arms, and his legs and his head. Which one was that? Was that 3 or 4? Which whatever one that one's that I like that one.
I want to say 4.
That was 4. Okay.
4, but I feel like it was 3. But I want to say 4 because I know in 3, the way they had it set up, she was like, you couldn't survive on that one. She had it set up to where you could not survive on them games.
Yeah.
So I want to say 4.
4. Okay.
I want to say, well, but honestly, I think my favorite game because I was laughing because I was like, she was stupid for doing that to them. And I think it was on the last one. I think it was the 3D one. I think it was the last one. It was them 2 dudes, and it was the girl at the top, and they had the sauce. And
like, I remember that. And the thing was going back and forth.
Yeah, and they had they had to choose between either the 2 dudes or it was one of the girls. And the girl, or it was one of the guys had to choose the girl. So like the 2 dudes were like, oh God, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? And the girl was like, going with both of them. I love you, I love you, I love you. So I'm like, really? You're just going like, like them 2?
One was her boyfriend, and the other one was
someone she was messing.
She cheated on and stuff.
So I was like, them dudes. I'm like, just kill them both. They were like, they're basically like, you know what? Screw it. We're both gonna survive. Her die. And I was like, thank you.
I think they had to like sacrifice themselves or cut off limbs and stuff. That was crazy. And the fact that he broadcasted that in front of like the public because they were in that glass box, that was crazy. I forgot about that scene. They were bugging with that one. Even what was that
my favorite one?
The one where the girl was attached to that device and she had to put her hand inside the acid to reach the key, and if she didn't, the thing would rip her apart. That was crazy too. I was like, oh my God. Woo.
I think another one that really messed me up was the one where he was like in the room and he had to like find the combination because he was like, it was like glass all over the floor and he had like flammable stuff like and he had the candle, but he had to be careful because otherwise he would catch on fire, and he had to like go through the whole wall trying to find the combination to get out. And I was like, oh man, he ain't gonna make it out of that.
Oh yeah, he wasn't making that. Certain ones you just knew they weren't making. No, they weren't surviving. It was obvious. Even the one where the guy was trapped in the barbed wire.
Yep.
Out of it, it's like just die. You can't get out of that. Like this. Your skin is ripping apart, and even if you were to make it, you're gonna be dead by the time you actually do happen to get out. So it was just like, forget about it.
I feel like the easiest one so far was the one where she had it was that girl with the mask on. She had to kill that dude to get the key out of him. That was like the easiest one.
Oh, like the reverse bear trap and stuff.
Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah. Because if you literally just like take your time and just find the combination, grab the key and stuff, that was pretty straightforward. I remember that. On the beginning of the Saw game, the video game, that's actually the first thing you do. You got to get yourself out the bear trap. And it's crazy, too. And they show everything, too. Loved it. So D said, I'm not a fan of horror, but I've seen them all. I haven't seen Us yet. Hey, go watch Us. You and me, and like make that like a movie night. Y'all sit and watch that. Us is very good. It's not as like graphic and gory as like some of these other ones we're talking about, but it is a good movie, and like the Easter eggs in it, very, very dope. I love the setup for that.
You gotta think. Yeah, you gotta think with them.
Oh, snap. So my boy, he said a fatal 4-way. He said Sadako versus Kayako's, La Lorna versus Mama in a fatal 4-way. Oh, wow. Wow, La Lorna was a crazy movie. I do remember that.
I would have threw in the Nun from that, make it a fatal 5-way.
Oh, the nun. Oh, yeah, the nun. She was creepy as hell.
I can't stand her. Every time I look at her, I'm like, oh my God, I freak out.
That would be crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Oh man, who's winning that one? I'm probably gonna go with La Lorna because she was creepy.
Lorna was creepy. Yeah, I remember that one.
All right, the Slenderman versus the Tall Man.
Ooh. I can't really kill neither of them, so I'm like, dang, which one?
Yeah, I don't know who I'm going with on that one. I want to say the Tall Man, but I'm probably going to lean towards the Slender Man.
I can't really choose on that one.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. We can skip that one. So, all right, old school, Dr. Giggles versus Dr. Phoebes. For those who don't know, Dr. Phoebes is Vincent Price. He was the guy that did the monologue for Michael Jackson's song Thriller. The darkness.
Oh, I forgot about them.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Oh, my.
I don't know. I might have to go with Giggles. I like Vincent Price, but Giggles was different.
I love Vincent Price. I love his movies. Like, oh my God. My favorite movies of his is Father's House of Usher, What was the other one? The Fly, and I love what was the one where they were in the House on Haunted Hill? I love that movie. I love Vincent Price. I love his movies.
Come on, Rob. It was a cold November morning. Bush got reelected. Oh
man. Martin.
Yo, come on, man. I forgot all about that. That is classic. All right, I got a few more, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up. The Invisible Man versus Hollow Man.
Who was it? Invisible Man and Hollow Man? Oh man. Dang, I feel like the Hollow Man, because I feel like it made him crazy, and like when you go crazy like that, you can't really see what you're fighting against. Yeah.
Just the battle of invisibility, like who is winning that one? I liked Hollow Man more than that. Invisible Man movie was whack. Hollow Man was great because, like
I said, with him when it made him crazy like that, you couldn't see him. I was like, oh god, no, you're kind of screwed. Especially if you don't do what they did to stop him. I was like, yeah, you ain't really stopping him.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, and my last one, that monster from the Relic versus the blind monster from A Quiet Place.
I like the Relic. I gotta go with the Relic.
The Relic was crazy, but those damn things from Quiet Place, man.
Now, if you said the Relic versus the bugs from the Mimic, I would have went with the Mimic.
Oh, I forgot about Mimic. I forgot about Mimic. Oh yeah.
I loved the first Mimic movie. That was brutal. I was like, if you said that, I'm like, oh, Mimic, no question.
Mimic was crazy. I don't know. I mean, that'd be a nice little fatal three-way too between the Mimic, the Relic, and the blind monsters from Quiet Place. I don't know why I'm still going to probably lean towards the blind monster, just because they have those heightened senses and they're super strong. Like,
ooh, what about this one? Them versus those monsters in The Descent. What about that one?
Oh snap! That's a good one. Damn.
I'd get you, kid.
Oh man, you pulled a G-Dep on me. Said I'd get you. No, I'm going to hit you. Oh snap! That's a good one, War. Damn. Oh, hold up.
Gotcha. Bang bang.
The monster. He's a baby.
Blew my guns.
Yeah, right. Blow the smoke off them. Oh, damn. Them and The Descent. Oh. Oh, that was the Jeopardy Daily Double right there. That was well hit. Damn it, I hate you. All right. Oh, I might have to.
You can't go wrong with either choice.
You can, because they were both vicious. But if I gotta pick one, I'm probably gonna say Descent.
Okay.
Just because, like, you're in pitch black, you don't know what the hell is like down there, and yeah, that was crazy.
Ooh. Versus that. Oh god.
Ooh. Oh. Damn. That. Oh man.
I hit him with the guns. Bang bang. Oh Lord.
And he on his 6-shooter from Puppet Master. He didn't pull more guns out. The Nun or the Exorcist.
I mean, Demon Deep versus Demon. Oh god.
Damn. I gotta say the Exorcist. Just because that's the OG right there. The Nun is right there, but I'm gonna have to say
the Exorcist really scared the crap out of me. I was like, that's why I was like, yep, that's why I believe in Jesus. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. I don't watch movies like that. I swear on everything I love, I leave and I pray every time. I'm like, oh Lord, please, Lord, don't let me fall into that type of situation, Lord, please.
Again, it's only real horror if it's like actual real serial killers, or if it's someone of the likes of Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw. That's the only ones that's real. Everything else, that's all superstition. It's fiction.
But see, I believe in stuff like I honestly believe in stuff like that can happen. So that's why I'm like, that's why I leave it alone. That's why I don't mess with it. Because I really believe in demons and angels and stuff like that. So I'm like, I can't mess with that stuff.
Oh, I mean, I don't know if I believe in it. I mean, it's a possibility that it's real, but I don't know. I gotta, for me, I'm the see it to believe it type. I gotta actually really see that, it's demons lurking around and all that type of stuff like that before I could just say, okay.
This is me. I believe in enough not to mess with it. I know that much.
Oh yeah. Most people probably wouldn't dive into it, especially if you're very religious and stuff. But yeah, absolutely. Oh, you know what?
When we said that, I got another one now.
What was that?
The Amityville Horror House versus the Overlook Hotel.
Dang, y'all pulling out the big cannons on.
I put out the bazooka now.
Yeah, the Nemesis bazooka. Stars. Damn. I feel like Dave Chappelle when he was doing that trial thing.
He's like, damn.
Yeah, right. Oh man, you know what? All right, Amityville, because Amityville's classic.
Yeah, but Shiny's classic too. Oh man.
All right, now I just thought of one last one. Warlock versus Wishmaster.
Damn it.
Yeah, payback.
Warlock the Phantasm one. Was Warlock Phantasm? I don't remember. I forgot.
What's that?
Was Warlock Phantasm?
No. Warlock was that dude. He had like the long hair. He kind of like that wrestler, Shawn Michaels.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Warlock was crazy.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm kind of leaning a little bit more towards Wishmaster, even though that would be a good one.
I don't know why I'm gonna say I gotta say Warlock. Warlock was he was different.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
quiet though. Like he didn't do a lot of talking. And the ones that are usually quiet, you don't want to tamper with. So
true. Yeah. Grudge House versus 1408. Oh man.
Damn it, Rock. Really? We doing this? Okay. I love it.
I gotta go with Grudge House because, like I said, once you walk in the house and you leave, you don't even have to see the person. You're screwed. So
yeah, that is true.
But at the same time, I feel like in 1408, you staying in long enough, you're getting messed with. There's nothing there to see. It just messes with you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's no question with that.
Like how Samuel Jackson said, like they cleaned it and like the person was like in that bathroom for not long, and she was already messed up. So I was like, ooh, that was.
Yeah. Damn. Oh man, you know what? I might have to go with Grudge House too. Oh, that's a good one. What's good, Big Mike? How you feeling? How you living?
That's true.
Like that.
Grudge, you have no chance to win because, like I said, once you walk in the house, and like I said, you don't even have to see the entity. You can walk in for a split second, leave, and you're already cursed. So it's like you're already screwed when you walk in there.
Yeah. Rock said, but once you're in 1408, you can't leave. That is true too. You can't leave once you're in there. So, oh man. Okay, you know what? Let me retract. So I'm gonna say 1408.
Oh my god.
Because Rush House, you kind of got a chance, but 1408, you ain't going nowhere. Once that door closed, that's it. Lights out. You might as well. And first off, why'd you even go in the door to begin with? So,
but like I said, like how they said, they treat it like 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 poison gas. Get in there, clean it, hurry up and get out. Yeah, leave the door open. Make sure the door don't close. You're good.
Yeah, it's like an inescapable situation, like a gas chamber. You can't go nowhere. Once that gas turn on, that's it. Lights out. So for those coming in, I'm going to be wrapping it up very soon. But if you guys still want to chime in, you can do so. Again, I will drop the link really quick if anybody does want to come up real quick and chime in on the topic. But we are talking about villains of horror. That is the topic. So my questions to everybody, for all the newcomers making their way in. Question 1 is, what is your favorite horror movie franchise of all time? That's number 1. Question 2 and 3 pertain to the Mount Rushmore segment. Which horror villains and which horror movies are you putting into your Mount Rushmore, as well as an honorable mention for both? Question 4 is, which villain has the best horror movie theme music of all time? And then question 5 is, which horror movie villains, which we were just talking about, would you like to see face off in a versus style matchup, aka a death battle? So
these were good battles. I ain't gonna lie. This was I had to think. I was like, dang.
Yeah, I know it really makes you think, because when you really kind of match them up perfectly, it's like, dang, who would really go at it in that type? So it's funny because he was mocking the history of the room and it crept up on him. Yeah, very true. Very, very true. 1408 was definitely an attention grabber. Yeah, you're right about that, D. Definitely are right about that one. Now, here's my question to everybody, because I love the blind man from Don't Breathe, but I really had a hard time figuring out who would match up with him in like a versus death battle. Who would be a good matchup for the blind man?
I gotta think. Let me think.
Because I really was like stumped on that one. I wanted to include him because I love that character, but I couldn't think of a good villain.
And see, his was a sad story too. Why did you mess with him?
Yeah, I was just gonna say he was another one too. He was minding his own business. They tried to rob him, and he said, "Hell to the no."
Like,
he said, "Norbert is out of here."
Like, just because he was blind, yeah, no, don't mess with no.
And that's the thing, the heightened senses and stuff. That's what people don't realize. When you lose one sense, all your other senses double. So hearing, taste, smell, everything doubles because it's basically like kind of duplicating from what you don't have. So it just makes it that much stronger. So I was trying to think who would be a good matchup for the.
I'm trying to think somebody that's like crazy that would not stop. I'm trying to think that would take on the ball.
It's tough. Y'all got any suggestions? Who would be a good matchup for the blind man from Don't Breathe? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a good one too, because like I said, it's got to be someone that's like human like him, but it's like basically crazy to where it's like you try to stop him and you just can't. You just can't. And so I'm like, it'd be a good one. And
he was a military operative too, so he was elite too. He knew CQC, which is close quarter combat, all that stuff. He wasn't nobody to take lightly, and he was strong too. Like, so I don't know.
This is not even horror, but I'd say Rambo. That's the only one I could think of.
Rambo. Come on. Rambo ain't no. That ain't horror.
That's what I said. I was like, I know it ain't horror, but I mean, the only person I could take was Rambo. I mean, he's a war vet, so I mean, he's a war vet.
If that's the case, then you could say Charlie Sheen from Hot Shots.
But no, I'm thinking.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, I'm thinking, especially horror. That's like that. I'm like, dang, that is a good one.
Oh, you said the creature from A Quiet Place? That's not Matt. That creature is tearing blind man apart. It got to be somebody like superhuman, you know. Maybe the blind man and a triple threat with Michael Myers.
I was gonna say, really, only thing I think it was Michael Myers. Yeah, because like technically he's human.
Yeah.
Indestructible. He's just pure evil. So you can't,
Yeah. Or you know what? Maybe Ben Willis.
Yeah, he was human too.
Yeah, he was. He was pretty strong too. They both go off of sounds. Yeah, they do. But that's like a landslide because them monsters, one slash and blind man's done. Like, it got to be someone who could really go like toe to toe with them. And I mean, it would be, nah. The blind monster is taking the blind.
And Busta Rhymes on Resurrection.
For Busta Rhymes and the blind man? No, man. I hated when they had that matchup when he was fighting against Michael Myers and he was making all the martial arts sounds. I'm like, come on, Busta.
He's like, really? And I know Michael's looking at him like, really? Is this what we're doing? Oh my
God. That was not believable. We all know Busta should have been dead. I love Busta, but come on. That's where I think I stopped watching Halloween.
Hey, they done killed enough black folks in that movie. Let a black person live in that one.
It ain't even so much them killing the black folks. It's just the fact that they got Busta Rhymes on some like Bruce Leroy show enough from Last Dragon. I didn't like that. That wasn't rocking with me.
But I was like, dang, they killed Tyra Banks. They killed what's his name too. I mean, dang, they can't at least keep one black person living.
Yeah, I'm glad Busta survived, but even still, I wasn't really feeling. That's good. What's good, Big Mike? Happy Born Day to the G right there, Leo.
What's up?
Appreciate that, man. I say, what's that movie with that spear, that ball spear, and the blue two things come out of that ball spears? I forgot the name of that movie.
So you said the ball spear?
Yeah, like it's a little silver ball, and two little things come out of the little ball thing.
Not the gate.
Yeah, I think it's that one.
The gate was another sleeper too. The gate was dope.
Oh, I like the gate.
I love the gate. Yeah, when they would turn that little white boy up with the glasses, the little nerd and stuff. Yeah, I love
that movie.
Nah, facts.
Yeah. All right, so Mike, we'll pose all these questions since everybody else pretty much answered. So question 1 is, what is your favorite horror movie franchise of all time?
I say Hellraiser.
Okay.
That was a good. That's a good one. That's a good one. And Lost Boys.
Ooh, Lost Boys.
Oh yeah, Lost Boys. I forgot about that one. Lost Boys was dope. That was another sleeper.
Vampires. I ain't gonna lie.
Which one?
I wasn't expecting them to be vampires at the end. I was like, dang.
Yeah, I know. They caught me off guard with that one. Wait, what?
Mm.
Rock said, Busta Rhymes voice, and if the kids come around and see us dressed up in the same, it's going to ruin the whole effect. Come on, man. He is crazy. That is funny. All right, Big Mike, question 2 and 3. Who are you putting in Mount Rushmore for horror villains and horror movies, as well as honorable mention?
Damn, that's a hard one.
I know.
I say Freddie. Jason.
All right.
Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, the Creeper?
Yeah.
Okay.
They kind of scary too. That should be freaking me out. That shit, man. Homie pops up and you be like, what the hell? That freaks me out. No lie to that. And you know, like I said, Jason too. If you watch that at night with a nice blunt, oh man, you kind of freak out a little bit.
My bad. I didn't mean. My bad.
Oh, no, you good. Yeah.
Nah,
okay.
No, facts. But that's my 3. I say Michael Myers too. Michael Myers. Okay, yeah. That's what 4 right there. You got an honorable mention or now? My man Chucky.
Chuck. Okay.
Yeah, Chucky.
All right. What about your Mount Rushmore for horror movies?
Horror movies. Let me see. Man, what was that movie? That Lucky. That little troll dude. I forgot the name. Leprechaun.
Okay.
That's a good one. And Pet Cemetery.
That one made me sad.
That joint is kind of wicked. It's kind of wicked.
Yeah, Pet Cemetery was another sleeper. Part 2 I didn't like, but the first one, especially when that little kid resurrected and they buried him and he came back, he off the grandpa and everybody. Oh yeah.
What about this one? Resident Evil.
Which one? The first one?
Yeah, the first one.
The first one was good. Everything after that, I feel like they just try to get like goofy and silly with it, especially when they put Mike Epps in there. I didn't like that. Like where Nemesis and stuff, that wasn't believable because Nemesis would have killed him.
Yeah. Nemesis is funny.
Yeah, I don't like when they make those type of movies silly. But the first Resident Evil, they did pretty good with it. I really was hoping they would have kind of like stuck with the main characters like Chris and Jill, like that Alice girl. I don't know. It kind of threw me off. But okay, all right. And well, how many is that? Was that 2 or 3?
I think that's maybe 3.
Okay,
maybe three.
What's your other one?
I said a good classic one, a real classic. Freddy, the first one.
First Nightmare. Yeah. That was still like classic to this day.
Man, that joint got me scared. No cap. When I was young, I was like, "What the hell?" and then from there on, I was like, "Yo, man, I can't be scared again." I could be a little bit. I wish, what I wish they could make a good scary movie, a good one, a good scary movie.
Yeah, I feel like Don't Breathe and A Quiet Place, they did a good job of like bringing that classic feel back of real horror again. Because those 2 were good. I feel like everything after that was just like, Antlers. If you guys get a chance to watch that,
I got a last one. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, Texas Chainsaw.
That's a good one. For real. That's a good one, and that happened in real life too.
Yeah, we were just talking about that too. Leatherface and all that. That was actually real. So to me, that's definitely like one of the ones that's kind of like in a league of its own because that's true horror. really actually happened versus everything else, which is more spiritual and supernatural. So, okay, so my boy Rock, he's posing as Michael Myers, and that's his favorite person. So he said Hereditary, Halloween, 1978, Insidious, and The Exorcist. I forgot about Hereditary. Oh man, that's another one that was. Oh, that's a nice lineup though. That is definitely nice. All right, and last question, Big Mike. What is your? What do you think is the best horror movie music? Which villain has the best horror movie music? I said Puppet Master.
Puppet Master. Okay,
That movie is eerie as hell.
That's a good one. I say the Lost Boys because I like that song.
Oh yeah, Lost Boys did have a dope one.
Yo, that joint, I could play that joint all day. And that song is it's creepy, but it's alright. It's alright.
That one that was definitely dope nonetheless. Okay, all right, so y'all definitely y'all know y'all horror. I love it.
Oh yeah, love horror movies.
Facts.
Man, I got to figure out which one I'm going to go watch. I might try to go look for that new Puppet Master one. Check that out. I'm gonna keep the lights on.
That's a good one too. Puppet Master. That's a good one.
Yeah, Puppet Master. That it was neck and neck as far as like my favorite franchise between that and Elm Street. But I probably had to say Elm Street because I grew up with that. That was like one of the first ones I watched, and then Puppet Master came later. I still haven't got through the whole franchise of Puppet Master. I still got to find the time to get up the courage. Maybe I'll drink some wine or something, get tipsy, and then watch it. I'll wait till my lady come visit me, and then I'll probably watch it. That way, if I get a little too scared, I can go run in the other room or something like that.
Nah, facts.
I ain't gonna do that to her. But yeah. So, oh, come on, man.
There he goes.
Yeah, come on, man.
There he goes.
This
Wait,
I want to be on Dangertainment. Oh my god, I thought that was like the worst thing in that movie, Dangertainment. Oh man.
I'm sorry, but I gotta go on a rant with Halloween. I swear, I wish they would figure out what storyline they're gonna go with because they would change it every time. And I'm like, okay, y'all drive me crazy with how they keep changing up the storylines in them movies. That's why I can't keep up with them. It was so annoying how they did it.
Yeah, they definitely did change a lot of it. It got kind of confusing at one point. That's why I was just like, what's going on? It was like you had prequels and then you had other ones. It was like kind of leading, like it was later movies that were actually prequels, and then it started to just kind of go all over the place. I'm like, man, what's going on? I'm having a hard time keeping up. But yeah, this was a real good one. I want to thank everybody for coming through, giving their takes on this, and just diving fully into the world of horror. Looking a little crispy over there.
I swear, I ended up watching Halloween Resurrection. I swear.
Now you got me wanting to watch this one with Buster in it, the H2O. I forgot he said that. Oh, man.
Halloween Resurrection now. Oh my god, really, bro.
I'm sorry, but like I was cringing so much with Halloween H2O because Buster, it was just like, man, come on, man. Like
I thought LL Cool J was the one in H2O.
Oh yeah, he was in that one too. Oh, I got one more. This is the Battle of the Sharks. The Sharks from Deep Blue Sea versus Jaws. Who you got?
Ooh.
I say Deep Blue Sea.
Because they were like enhanced, so yeah. They were more quicker. And there was more of them.
Yeah, they definitely were. I probably have to say them too. But Jaws, he was pretty crafty himself too. He knew.
No, true.
Yeah, Jaws didn't have no like enhancements or nothing, but he just knew. Like,
he was just pure terror. So that one's hard. But like I said, I feel like if they didn't have that enhancement, I would definitely go with Jaws.
Yeah, absolutely. So, real quick before we wrap up, everybody, if you guys get a chance, click on this link right here that I just dropped. This is the song by Fabulous and Jadakiss. It's called Freddie versus Jason, F versus J. They shortened it up. But this is a really, really dope song. They actually sampled both of the theme songs from Freddie Cougar and Jason Voorhees. If you guys, Fabulous starts it off first, and then it fades into Jadakiss' part. But yeah, for all my music heads, definitely go listen to this if you haven't already heard.
Facts. Because I got that album. That mixed.
Oh, you do? Oh, so you heard this song then?
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Let me click on it. Let me click on it real quick. No, but go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty much wrapping up. So he said King Shark from the DC universe. Come on, man. That is not hard, man.
That's too real.
King Shark is.
You know
not
what's
hard.
funny? I was trying to find trying to think of two, because I had Christine and Cujo, and I'm trying to figure out who would be a good battle between them two.
Between who?
Between the car Christine and the dog from Cujo. I was like, dang, I'm trying to think of things that would like a fight between them, but I'm like, I couldn't think of any.
I was trying to think who would because there wasn't too many killer animals and stuff. Who would be a good matchup for Cujo? You said who was Christine?
Yeah, that was the car. Yeah, I couldn't think of one.
Oh, the car.
I say maybe a pit be good for Cujo. A killer pit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because them pit bulls, they be on some. I don't know. Some of them is cool.
Or maybe the dogs from what's that movie with Will Smith? I Am Legend. Maybe those. Those dogs were crazy.
Yeah.
They had COVID and rabies. Call it Robid.
Wow. What about the Resident Evil dogs?
Ooh.
Why do I feel like Cujo could take them, even though they were zombie dogs?
Cool. I mean, because Cujo was kind of like a zombie dog. Oh, he just got it. My boy Rock. He said Cujo versus Zoe from Pet Sematary 2. Oh,
there we go. Cool.
There you go.
See, that's a good one.
There you go.
See,
Okay.
Now I gotta think now, because they're both. Ooh. They didn't.
All right. What about this one? The original movie, The Birds, or the zombie birds from Resident Evil? Which one?
For some reason, I want to go for the birds from the original ones, because they really did not explain why they went crazy.
They didn't.
It just happened. So that's why I was like, ooh, that makes it even more creepier.
They really didn't.
So the fact that they were just regular for one day and all of a sudden they just went crazy, I'm like, ooh, that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
No, facts.
See, now I'm thinking of stuff as we're like trying to wrap up. Now just different ones are coming to mind.
Yeah.
Critters or Gremlins?
Ooh.
I say Gremlins.
I say Critters.
Critters?
I say Critters. Them critter things, they were creepy as hell. I mean, they tried to make it.
That made me laugh, even though they were like horror. They were like killer. They made me laugh.
They did, because they talked in that foreign language. They sounded like the Minions.
Yeah, they made me laugh.
With the eerie voice, and then they roll into the little balls and stuff. Like Gremlins, they were funny too, but I don't know. They just didn't like.
It was kind of ruthless.
They were ruthless. But Critters definitely was.
That like on Grimm's, you didn't really see nobody get killed on that one, so that's why I was like, I'm gonna go with Critters.
Yeah, I stood on it because I want to see how they made that like a horror movie. They made like a comedy horror. Oh, The Car versus Christine. Ooh.
There we go. I knew there was another car movie. I was like, I couldn't think of it, but yeah.
Oh snap! Damn. Oh. That's a good one. That is
Christine, because I just like how she looked good in red, so I gotta go with Christine.
Ward is a perv.
Yes, I went there. Don't judge me, okay?
If Ward gets off in the movie, it's going to be a sex-related scene. Just know that. Ward said, "I'm going out happy." You're like, no, Ward, don't do it. He's like, "Look, listen. Do you see her? Okay.
Look, come on now. Just look at her. Come on now. That's the only way you're gonna kill me. Is that's the only way you're gonna kill me in a horror movie.
We're gonna get hypnotized and everything. She's gonna be like waving the little thing. He already gonna be taking his stuff off. Like, look, I'm way ahead of you. You can put that little watch down.
I'm sorry, y'all, but
How about this one?
What's up?
Aliens versus Freddie.
ooh,
Alien versus.
I feel like with Freddie, because like I said, it's Dream World, so like they wouldn't have no chance.
Yeah, they did do Alien versus Predator, which of course was, I guess, kind of obvious. But I mean, you knew Predator was going to win that. I still don't even like that matchup. But I don't know, Freddie versus I gotta say Freddie, because you gotta remember too, like his body is made of like the acid too. So
yeah, that too, but the aliens too.
Them too. But
they quick.
So Freddie could shapeshift and actually form himself into an alien.
And plus, do aliens really sleep? So now, yeah.
Where I always had a question, maybe y'all can answer this. Where the hell are their eyes at?
I always wanted the same thing. I'm like, how do they see? That's always one.
They see through the nose or senses.
Oh, that's what it is. Oh, because I always thought the eyes were like maybe like here somewhere. Because I know they got that gigantic boomerang. What's that thing at Thanksgiving? What's it called? A cornucopia, where they put all the fruit and stuff in. I know they got that big helmet looking thing, but I always wonder like because the way they look and stuff, I'm like, where the hell are their eyes at? How are they able to see? But they see through their nose. That's crazy. Because I've been watching the franchise, I never knew like where they did that.
Yeah, they sense if something's moving or something like that. They attack.
Oh yeah, thank you for clearing
that
up.
I always wondered.
I always wondered that. The Exorcist world and Freddy's dream.
That's a good one.
Woo!
That's a good one.
Woo! I'm gonna have to say Freddy's Dream World because I mean, unless you wake up, you really can't escape out of that. And that's the thing too. Like Freddy makes sure you're hibernating, like you sleeping heavy. Like you got the. I ain't gonna say the itis. I'm gonna say the it is. Like you had the it is. You are not waking up. Like that's that had you a nice what we say, Rock, a nice turkey wing dinner with rice and macaroni and gravy smothered all over it.
Don't say food, please. You're making me hungry again.
Too late. Too late. I just had me one. Once you have one of them meals right there, you enter the dream world. Look,
it's over.
And you ain't coming back out of that. That's a happy death right there.
Facts.
I could go out knowing that I lick my fingers to the bone. Good Lord.
Oh shit.
Rock know what I'm talking about, that smothered turkey wing dinner.
Oh man.
Hey, look, kill me. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
Oh no, man.
Kill me.
Going out with food, I'm going out with a woman.
Yeah. I'd rather die with some good coochie.
I swear, this was gonna happen with me. I'm gonna be in the car with Christine. I'm gonna be in the Christine car, and there's gonna be a woman with me, and that's how I'm gonna end up getting killed. That's gonna be my death, right?
For me, I gotta go out eating because less pain. That's the worst to like go out and you in the middle of a session and stuff because both of y'all dying and stuff. I mean, you're still gonna be happy, but it's like you don't even get a chance to finish. At least when you eat the food and stuff, the soul food or whatever, and you die. At least like, look, I went out, gratefully. I ain't had to, hit the bathroom. That I'm nice and full. I got the it is. So I can acknowledge getting killed after I didn't have me a turkey wing dinner. So I'm just, I'm like that.
How about some good Jamaican food?
I'm
hungry now.
I just had me some Jamaican food too. I had me some oxtail and rice and cabbage and smothered in gravy. Oh Lord!
y'all some bumba for making me hungry now.
Hey, look, well, that now after a meal like that, if Freddie or somebody come and get me, I ain't even mad. Hey, look, listen,
I'm full. Just go ahead and kill me. Get it over. I'm too full. I can't move right now.
But here's the trick, though. You might be able to convince them in not killing you if you share some of the food with them. You share some of them oxtails with Freddie or Jason, they might actually hold off on not offering you. At least
they gonna look at you crazy.
That movie Mafia, that was freaking hilarious.
Oh,
that was freaking hilarious.
Nah, man, come on. Well, like the dude in Mafia got shot.
Because I remember in the movie The Godfather, that cop was eating. He was eating real good and he got shot. I'm like, dang, I don't want to go out while I'm eating something really good and delicious. Especially if I'm eating something really good. Dang, I don't want to go out like that.
A smothered T-bone with 3 cheese macaroni and some greens or something. Woo! Kill that. Look, even food could kill you. You look. That's the perfect way to go out. Forget getting slashed. Look, I'd rather die from just going off a whole steak and get stuck in my throat. And stuff.
I got a good one now. Seeing how we've been talking about Freddie Versus Death in Final Destination.
Oh.
That's man.
Well, death was that was just a well. Oh, you know that. Well, yeah, that is a spirit though.
But like I said, you can't avoid death because it's gonna come regardless.
That is damn. That is true.
And they tried to avoid it. They kept trying to avoid it. And death was like, it's gonna happen. So what are you doing?
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true. Final Destination was a good movie.
That was it got corny later on, but the first few, they kind of went the Saw route. It started good, and then it started to kind of get repetitive after a while, where it was just like it was obvious.
Like, okay, we get it. They're gonna die. Come on now, hurry up and get this over with.
Yeah, maybe I go with the Death of Final Destination. I probably have to say because like he has so much to his advantage, but then again, I'm like, that's the thing though. That's why I love Freddie because he's so crafty. So creative with his deaths and how he has it's like 7 million ways to die with Freddie. He can get you in so many ways, and then like that's just not even including him shape shifting and turning into other people and using them to kill you and stuff. His imagination is just like flawless when it comes to creative deaths.
Like
he's my all-time favorite.
Final Destination, you got logs killing, you got blown up an airplane, a roller coaster. I mean, dang, dude in the gym got killed that way. I mean, dang.
Yeah. True.
And you know what's crazy? That type of stuff, Final Destination is somewhat real because that stuff can happen.
That's true.
You know, that's another one that's kind of in that list of real life horrific occurrences and stuff. You know, along the lines of Texas Chainsaw and all that. Yo, come on, Rob. This man said, imagine Michael Myers trying to kill you and you turn into Furious Styles when Trey asks for a haircut.
Yo, that's
dang,
I'm done on that one. We got.
Oh, y'all make me hungry. I gotta get some sleep. Y'all don't make me hungry.
I'm going off to eat.
Okay.
Yo, let me say.
I'm saying, right now, we cannot do a food podcast because I'll be starving the entire time.
Oh no, food is. We definitely talking about that. That's next.
I keep on that one.
Comedy.
Starving.
Look,
all I'm saying is I like Subway, not too much, but it messes up my stomach.
Oh, Subway.
Why? Yeah, I don't know why, but it's like I don't know something that they put that shit. You have my stomach twisted.
You know what it is? It's the teriyaki sandwich. That's the killer right there. That one. I don't know what they put in there. It's good, but you're gonna have interventions with the bathroom. So it's one of those. Everything else, the turkey club and all that, I can handle that. But something about that teriyaki is just that is definitely a horror villain right there.
Bon appetit, bitch.
Right? Oh my God.
Beef. I ain't eating that.
Right? Beef. It's what's for dinner, literally.
Oh my.
Yo, come on, man.
This is a good podcast. I enjoyed this.
I appreciate it. Queen T in the building. How you feeling? How you living? Hey, you just kind of came in as we get ready to wrap it up. But
I was off today.
You can definitely catch the replay, T. Definitely check it out and give us your take in the comment section on the whole episode. But I do appreciate everybody coming through. Big shout out to everybody coming up on the panel.
Let me see. I'll give you a review of Manhattan right here.
Oh, that's definitely a horror vibe right there. It's that nice skyline. All you hear is.
That's what I was saying. Make sure Jason's not visiting. Oh, God.
Yeah, right. Make sure you ain't eating or nothing. But I do appreciate everybody coming through. Appreciate everybody that came up on the panel. Big shout out to all of y'all. Y'all don't know Subway serves Seagull.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's crazy. I didn't know that either, but that's another killer too. So watch out for those birds. Watch out for the big birds, like they say.
Facts.
Twisting.
Oh man, that's why the stomachs be twisting, T. Right? Just death in the stomach. But thank you all for coming in. I do truly appreciate it. Big shout out to all of you. Be on the lookout for the next episode, which will actually be on my birthday, which is August 11th. We're going to be talking about the world of astrology. So for everybody that reps their zodiac to the fullest, whether you're Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Taurus, come on through. We definitely going to talk about that because that's probably going to be the debate of all debates because so many people are constantly going back and forth about which Zodiac is the best, which one has the best characteristics, which one is most compatible with everyone else, all of that. So we definitely going to tackle that one for sure. And plus, I mean, it's going to be a
Leo season, man. It's Leo season.
Yes, sir. What he said.
Yo,
It's Leo season.
It be started.
Baby.
Leo season.
We in here. Yeah, talk to him, Rock. Let him know. Big shout out to all my Leos in the building and stuff.
Right.
You know, shout out to the next door neighbors too, Virgos and stuff. I can't shade y'all either, but we the best. You know, like I said,
We the best.
The Lion King. 3 words. That's all. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Damn.
Oh yeah,
It be like that sometimes.
Yeah. Big shout out to everybody whose birthday passed. For all my Leos out there. Again, everybody's birthday is coming up. Big shout out to them as well.
7:30.
Huh?
Yo, that number's too real. 7:30.
Oh yeah. That's my boy Rock. That's his birthday, so it's coming up.
Sorry.
Yeah. Y'all wish my boy Mike happy belated birthday. His just passed not too long ago, so show him some love for that one. My aunt, she's actually the 5th too. She's August 5th, and then right after hers.
My grandma's
on the
30th.
11th.
I just not realized that. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me, Trick or Treat.
What's that?
And my little brother's birthday was on the 26th.
Oh, for real? Yeah, it's a couple people that had birthdays on the 26th as well. So,
Ooh, Ro, what's up, bro? How you doing, Ro?
I know my cousin, her birthday is the 26th. She's a Leo, so shout out to her. That monetized legendary boy Ro. What's good? You just missed it, man. We actually
man, he missed it. He's definitely got to rewatch this one.
Yeah. He said Mike happy solar return, Leo gang. Oh yeah.
Facts, I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
On the 30th too.
Yeah, I'm good, T. I'm good. How you feeling? How you living? Yeah, we about to wrap this up. Chilling, man. What's good with you, my guy? If you guys want to catch the replay of this, definitely do so. And definitely for all my horror fans.
Right, I'm gonna give you our last one.
All right, what's up?
Ghostbusters against. Let me see. What's
You talking about the villain from Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Which one? Stay Puft or
Stay Puft?
Stay Puft. Okay. Who's he going up against?
Let me see. What's his name?
That Green Ghost.
Nah, that's not a good matchup.
Nah. What's his name? That lucky guy. Forgot his name. The Lucky Charm dude.
The Lucky Charm guy. Lucky?
Nah, I forgot the name of that movie. The Lucky Charm dude with all the little gold and stuff.
Leprechaun.
Yeah, Leprechaun. I always forget that name.
So Stay Puft and Leprechaun?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Will step on him.
Yeah, he definitely would. Now, if you said Vigo and Leprechaun, that I could see that one. Vigo was a beast. A lot of people slept on Vigo.
Oh my God, that is a good one though. Are You Afraid of the Dark or Goosebumps? That's I love both of those. I can't choose.
Hey.
I just love reading those books. I can't choose.
Hey, Rock, you see my face round up like Funk Flex, one of the New York freestyles. Damn it. Okay. I gotta say Goosebumps, because Goosebumps paved the way for Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Ooh, I can't choose. I like them both.
Hold on. What about Tales from the Crypt?
Go to yes.
That's a good one right there. Tales from the Crypt.
But what? Okay, Tales from the Crypt versus Alfred Hitchcock.
Oh, Tales from the Crypt, no question. That's Tales from the Crypt. Keepers. Greetings, Jews and Goblins. Because I used to be afraid whenever they went to the house and then they get to the coffin, he pops up. That used to always freak me out.
Yeah. Okay, actually, I got a good one for y'all. Twilight Zone versus Alfred Hitchcock.
Damn it.
That's a good one right there.
Oh, I like the Twilight Zone though. I like Alfred Hitchcock, but I love the Twilight Zone.
I love AH, man. That that music. Woo.
But you can't go with oh my God.
Yeah, Twilight Zone music was different though. It was eerie too. very, very eerie.
And
but yeah, man. Let me drop down. Let me charge my phone.
Like it has good meaning to it. It's like, ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely does. Oh man, he said the three-way between Tales from the Crypt, Freddy Nightmares, and Friday the 13th, the series. Oh my god.
I'll be
Oh, you know what?
Damn.
I gotta go with Crypt Keeper. I gotta go with Tales, man. I love the intro for that one. Rose said Twilight Zone. Okay.
And I love the Friday 13th series, but it was something about Tales from the Crypt. It just hit home for me because I used to be watching that.
Yeah, just the way the intro, how it led into the castle. He went down the steps. That coffin open. Oh man, classic. Tales from the Crypt. And he's still laughing in the background like the kid from.
I ain't gonna lie. Another good intro Tales from the Dark Side because it's like showing all types of like nice scenery, and then all of a sudden it just goes black and white. I'm like, ooh.
Oh, what? Stop playing. They bringing Are You Afraid of Dark back?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be dope. Oh, I gotta tune in.
I forgot.
It's on HBO.
Afraid of the Dark. They made me want to go camping though in fire pit.
All right, man. I haven't done camping in I don't do camping.
I ain't telling ghost stories either like that.
Yeah. This color complexion will not allow me to camp again. I did it when I was a kid because I had no choice, but now, hell to the no.
Blair Witch Project, I was like, nope, I'm good.
All right, so just for my boy Ro, because he said rewind that. So real quick, I'm gonna ask all my newcomers that's coming in real quick before we wrap this up. The topic of conversation is villains of horror. So let me ask y'all these questions real quick, and y'all give me your take before we wrap this up. Okay, so question one is, what is your favorite horror movie franchise of all time? That's question one. Question two is, and it pertains to the Mount Rushmore. Who would you put in your Mount Rushmore as far as horror movie villains and horror movies? So you got to pick 4 as well as an honorable mention for both villains and horror movies. So that's question 2 and 3. Question 4, which villain had the best horror movie theme music? That's that one. And then question 5, we kind of already tackled that. So you guys might have to go back and watch that. We were just talking about different villains that you would want to see in like a versus style matchup / death battle. So who would it be? All right, so let me just keep going. Tales of the Dark Side versus that one show that was on Sci-Fi where they told scary movies at the end, and then they said whether it was fake or real. Oh yeah, I do remember that. Wasn't that Wait. Oh snap! Wasn't that oh my god, it's right there on the tip of my tongue. Was it American Horror Story or something like that? Was that it, Rock? I think that was it. American Horror Story, if I'm not mistaken. Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay, bro. Freddy vs. I don't think they should do another one. I hope they don't make a sequel of that because even that remake of Freddy versus Jason was terrible. Oh my god. Nightmare on Elm Street. The remake, that dude was terrible. I couldn't stand him again. To me, that wasn't a dream matchup. I know they're the most iconic figures when it comes to horror, but I was actually saying, Ro, that I would rather see Michael Myers and Jason face off, only because they have very similar styles. Like when I think of like the versus type thing, I think of people whose styles are similar, who came out around the same time, who are very iconic. Like for example, who was a good versus matchup? Like how they did Brandy versus Monica. Like that made sense. You know what I'm saying? So it should be someone that has that same kind of style. So I feel like Michael Myers and Jason would definitely be like a dream matchup as far as like.
I give you one to mix Michael and Jason. Shredder.
Shredder wasn't a horror villain.
He was a super villain.
I mean, he's a super villain, but that's like a whole nother thing. We talking about like actual horror. Shredder was. Yeah, I get where you were going with it. That was good, but nah, Shredder, that's not hard. Because that's the case. You can name all the villains from cartoons and stuff. You can name what's it called? You can name Limburger from Biker Mice. You can name all different types of people.
That's a good debate right there.
You know what? That I'm glad because that's what I've been telling everybody too. Like, if you guys have suggestions for debatable topics and stuff, let me know so I can keep adding them to the list. I know Warriors. He said to do one about Disney, like the heroes and the villains and stuff.
We had a good debate on that one. I'm sorry, but we got to add that one too.
Oh no, that'd be a good debate. Like we could
Yeah.
definitely do that one. Okay. It was called Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction. Oh yeah. Thank you. I knew it was something like that, but I don't know why I was leaning towards American Horror Story. That was a good one too. Okay, I got one last one. American Horror Story or X-Files?
Ooh, I say X-Files.
I'm gonna say personally, I grew up with X-Files because there are a couple episodes that I like from X-Files.
Mm-hmm.
It was one that it was like an incest one. It was really messed up.
I did like X-Files. So, and American Horror Story is pretty good too. They did a good job with that. But
and another good one, another good episode that I liked because it was involved around a video game. They had a video game, but the character, whenever it killed you, you would die in real life. So I like that episode too.
What was that again? I know what you're talking about.
It was X-Files.
It was?
Yeah, it was X-Files.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, man, let me drop down. Let me charge my phone and stuff.
All right, Mike. Appreciate
but
you.
Yeah, man. I appreciate for letting me up here. You know what I mean? Yeah. Good looks.
Hello, bro. Shout out to you, bro.
Thanks. All right, everybody.
And happy belated. Yeah. That was X-Files was just dope.
Yeah.
American Horror Story. I've seen a few of those episodes. It is really good. But yeah, I mean X-Files. That's iconic right there. If I had to just choose one off the bat, but yeah, definitely. So, but yeah, I am going to wrap it up here, though, ladies and gents. If you guys want to definitely catch the replay, you can do so. Again, every other Thursday is when I go live with the podcast. So just be on the lookout for all the episodes. And again, thank you for the suggestions. I'm definitely going to add those. So y'all said the Disney one, that's definitely going on the list because I love Disney. So we're going to definitely talk about that one. That's going to be a fun one. I'll definitely keep you guys posted on that one. And again, make sure you guys check out this link for all my horror fans out there. This is a song that Fabulous and Jadakiss did. It's the Freddie versus Jason F versus V. Check this out. This song is really dope because they sampled both of the Freddie Cougar and Jason Voorhees theme music. So very, very dope. So check it out. Hold on. What Rock said? The Grudge, Gurgle, or that old dude from Crime TV show telling. Oh my God, man. Damn. You know what? That Grudge was just eerie. I'm gonna have to go with the Grudge on that one. Yeah, right. Because it sounds like she's burping, but she's really not. It's just like, yeah. But it's just creepy though. Just that whole vibe. So you know what? I'm gonna go with the Grudge on that one.
Yeah, I like
the old dude from the Crime TV show. I forgot he did have like a creepy voice.
Is he talking about the dude from Unsolved Mysteries?
I think so. Yeah, he said my man voice had me shook.
That was creepy, especially knowing the fact them things were not solved. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, his voice was very, very creepy, but something about the girl from The Grudge, just that her and the Tooth Fairy from Darkness Falls. It's just like their voices are just, oh my God. Especially the what's it called? Yeah, he said you're right, Unsolved Mysteries. Especially her, the Tooth Fairy, because like it's like it would go from like that real eerie falsetto, then it would get kind of like real deep. She'd be like, it was like, ew, like that's like, could you stop? Just kill me already. Like
then I'll stop.
Yeah, The Grudge, it was creepy. It was annoying, but it was creepy. But I'm telling you, like Darkness Falls, that Tooth Fairy, her voice. Watch that movie, y'all. If y'all haven't got a chance to see that. Y'all see what I'm talking about. Especially that first scene when the kid was trying to the main kid, he was trying to get his mom not to go in the room because the Tooth Fairy had crept into the room and she landed right on top of him like while he was in bed, and he had pulled the cover back and she like popped in his face and he ran out the room, and then like the mom popped out and he was like, "Mom, please don't go in there, don't go in there." She was like, "Look, I got it, it's okay." She went in the room. Long story short, she went in there. She was like, "There's nothing to be afraid of." The Tooth Fairy was right in the corner, just grabbed her up, gripped her whole face, lifted her in the air, offed her like that. And then the boy ran into the bathroom, turned on the bathroom light, and just jumped right in the tub and stood there. and closed the door and he locked it. But what's crazy is like after she killed the mom, you could hear her like scaling along the walls like Spider-Man. And it was like real like crazy thumping sounds. And then she swung the door open, but she couldn't go in because, you know, she's vulnerable to the light. So the whole time she just stood out in the hallway on top of him, like right above the door, making that. It was like, yo, that is super creepy. And he was sitting the whole time, he just sitting there like shaking and stuff. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, what if that light blew out? He would have been done. And he literally had to sit there till the next morning. And when she left off, because, you know, during the daytime, she was gone. I'm like, yo.
Good. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Could you imagine that, having to sit there the whole time? And you're tired as hell. You can't go to sleep. You got to literally stay up. And you got the light on. It's just like.
Let's see. And I just thought of another one. Okay. Well, all right. One more and then I'm done. Okay, I'm done.
All right.
I can't believe I just spotted this too. We was talking about Candyman and like, you know how like we had these like tragic horror villains. I was thinking Candyman and Bones. Remember that movie Bones with Snoop Dogg?
Oh, that was kind of whack. I didn't like Bones.
But think about it. It was basically a horror movie, even though it was stupid.
It was.
But between them two, come on now. He had his bees and he had his maggots. He had that dog too, so you know.
Oh yeah, he did. But I mean, with Bones, it wasn't convincing. Here's the thing with Candyman though. That voice, Tony Todd, that voice is iconic.
True.
It's like it's deep and demonic.
I'm sorry, but he said gangster love don't eat no fried chicken.
Wait, what happened?
He said the gangster love don't eat no fried chicken. I'm sorry, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
I'm sorry.
Right, man. You gotta come up here and join the panel one of these days. You are too funny, my guy. Well, let me go back to what you said. You said watch Unsolved Mysteries at 1 a.m. and then have to go somewhere in your house. Yeah. I've done that. I've done that, especially if you hear like one of those like something drop. You're like, what was that? What the hell? Like you're going to get like a midnight snack.
I'm running. I'm leaving.
Yeah, I'm out the house. I'm gonna get a flashlight and then go back in there. But yeah, gangsta love don't eat no fried chicken. I forgot about that one. I didn't like Bones. It wasn't believable. But like I said, Tony Todd, Candyman, that voice, just his appearance and stuff. And then like when he'd open up his jacket, you see all the bees just.
True.
Yeah. That's why I say Candyman's he's in my Mount Rushmore because he was just different.
Yeah, but dang, maggots though? Oh God.
I mean, maggots are disgusting too. Like, but with that, and that's what I was saying, like the CGI and the special effects with that, it just didn't look convincing. It looked like a bunch of fries and stuff, just really cold and soggy.
Oh God, don't make me hate fries now. Oh God.
Yeah. But here's the thing with Candyman though, like his body was all slashed up and bloody and decaying, and then you got all the bees crawling in and out of it. Oh, that was just disgusting. Like, I mean,
Candyman over Bones Death.
Candyman was different. And then, you know, his nub with the hook on there. It was just, he was all messed up.
Oh God, we ain't never gonna end this because he came with another good one.
What?
Candyman versus the Tales from the Hood's first story dude that killed the cops. That's a good one.
Ooh.
What was his name? What was his? Oh my God.
I know who he's talking about. He's talking about that guy. The one that
his name.
Yeah, he off the cops and he had that
Martin Morehouse. Yeah, Martin Morehouse. That was his name.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta say CM, man.
Because he basically couldn't die. He's gonna get them one way or the other. So
and remember too, Candyman's also a spirit, and
he
got stronger after his deaths and stuff. Because like when the franchise continued on, he got stronger and stronger. So he was really hard to stop at one point. So I might have to go with him, Morehouse. Yeah, thank you, Rob. You know what, bro? I was trying to figure out like who would be a good matchup, and I at first that's what I put. I put Freddie Cougar and Pennywise. I actually ended up going with Leprechaun going against Freddie Cougar, and then with Pennywise and my boy Rock, he knows this one too. The Killer Clown, JoJo, the Clownzilla. I had him going against Pennywise just because of like the clown thing kind of matched up, and I had Freddie Cougar and Leprechaun going at it. But that, you know, that would be a good one too, to see Freddie and Pennywise go at it because of their shape-shifting ability and stuff like that and their powers. That would be interesting. But I don't know who's winning that one.
I was going to say, well, he said Candyman did die in part 3, but Martin Morehouse did him. I was like, well, technically his spirit, he just wanted his revenge, and then he was done pretty much. So,
yeah, I mean, he became like a spirit in a sense, just like how Candyman was and stuff. But
of course, it was easy for him to blame Clarence Smith because wasn't nobody gonna believe that no spirit killed them. So he was able to easily,
right.
He didn't help him. So I mean, yeah, makes sense.
Absolutely.
I need
Freddie and Penny. Who am I picking? That is a good one.
Now I want to fight. Now I want to try to fight some Pennywise versus the monster. Because the story too. Because the stepdad, he was Carl, he was the monster.
Yeah. That was David Allen Greer's character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another one that was like, that story was real creepy too. That and the puppet ones when they came after the senator dude, the racist.
Ooh, Puppet Master versus the dolls. Yes, from that one. How about that one?
Oh, Puppet Master.
Yeah, but there were spirits too. They couldn't really die either.
Yeah, but you gotta remember though. Look at Puppet Master though. Look at like their abilities. Look at Pinhead. Look at Blade. Look at half of them aren't taking on six shooter. Six shooter was a problem. He was quick with them guns.
But
The one with the drill.
That dog wasn't dying. He was not dying.
Yeah, even the German one, the one that he had the flamethrower.
Yep.
Remember him? And then they had all these other ones too. There was a couple other ones like in the later franchises that were real creepy. Nah, the Puppet Masters over those dolls. Man, y'all are really like picking my head. I had that one too. I was thinking Chucky and Annabelle. I'm gonna have to say.
Ooh. See, Annabelle didn't do nothing. She did do stuff. She messed with
people. But more on a spiritual level. I might have to say Chucky with that one. But yeah. Oh, damn. Freddie and Penny, that's a good one. Who would you pick with that one, Ro? I don't know. I might have to lean towards Freddie.
Because technically Penny doesn't go to sleep. He's basically like, an entity himself. So, Freddie Cougar is an entity himself. But like I said, Penny don't really sleep. So, I got to go with Pennywise on that one because technically you don't see Pennywise sleeping.
I might have to go Freddie. I'm thinking about everything that Freddie is capable of doing throughout the entire franchise. Like Freddie gets a lot.
I feel like he has to get him when he's sleeping though, because otherwise he ain't really gonna be able to mess with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is very true. That is. That's probably a real good one too. Like, man.
Well, he does say, Pennywise sleeps for 27 years. It's a wrap for him. So, you're right.
He eventually does go to sleep. So when he falls asleep, then it's like, yeah, Freddie could probably. But even just on like just an actual like battle, because Freddie could do so much. Penny can too.
17%. He falls asleep for every 23 years. Yeah. Yeah. But it's like
same with G. Oh yeah, the creeper. Yeah, he does go to sleep too. Yeah, I forgot about that as well. Yeah, I don't know. I'm taking Freddie over Pennywise. Pennywise, he gets busy, but Freddie's just different, man.
Because he don't.
What's good, Lex?
How you doing, Lex? Yeah, Freddie doesn't really sleep. He just keeps on going, keeps going.
Yeah, he does. He's a spirit, so he could just appear on and off. He's never sleeps, so he's got the advantage.
Did bring him back to the real world and was able to kill him. He always finds a way to come back to the dream world. And
that too. And plus, you gotta remember, like with the creeper and with Pennywise, they go to sleep.
True.
Freddie doesn't sleep. So he's already dead. He's already a spirit.
Dang, now I'm leaning on Freddie now. Dang, y'all made me want to go with Freddie now. Yep, makes sense.
Yes, sir. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Lex, I'm not sure if your birthday passed or not, but yeah, again, shout out to all my Leos. It is Leo season, so big shout out to everybody that's a Leo's birthday.
We should have done a part 2 to this.
A lot of people tell me I should, but I got so many topics that I want to keep going with. So, it's kind of tough for me to just kind of retract back to it.
What? Wait till Halloween to do it. There we go.
You're August 20th? Okay, you're not too far from me. I'm the 11th. Okay.
Good to see you too, Lexus.
Yeah, I just need to find I can continue some of these, but I want to kind of touch on different questions instead of kind of retracking the same ones. Thank you for that. I truly appreciate that.
Popeye's Biscuits versus saltine crackers.
All right, yeah, it's time to go on that one. Come on. Yeah, we leaving on that one.
Now I'm hungry again. I was already hungry from the get-go, but now
you know that is a no-brainer, Rob. Come on, that ain't even
crackers.
Popeye's biscuits over salty crackers. I'm going.
If you ain't got no drink, you are done. You are done.
Yeah, I am finished on that one. All right, y'all.
This was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you for coming in. Truly appreciate it. Again, big shout out to everybody that came up on the panel. Big shout out to everybody in the live chat showing love. Again, the following Thursday, which is August 11th, that's my birthday. Tune in for that debate. Again, we're going to be talking about the world of astrology. So for all my Zodiac fans out there who follow astrology like me and you rep your Zodiac, definitely come through. We're going to have a ball. We definitely going to talk our ish, regardless of what your sign is, no matter whether you're Leo, Virgo, whatever. So definitely stay tuned for that one. August 11th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be on the lookout for that. Thank you, man. Truly appreciate that. Again, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, hit that notification bell. Anytime I go live, come through, kick your feet up, relax. My home is your home. You guys already know what it is. And remember, the 4 beautiful things that make this world go round: peace, love, positivity, and prosperity. So until next time, it's your boy signing off. Love y'all.
Lord Almighty, oh God, that's crazy.
And remember, there's nothing wrong with a good scare.
You had to hit him with the evil laugh too.
Yeah, I had to do the red from Us.
Oh God! Oh my God! Now I'm scared now. Oh God! Somebody turn on the lights, please. Turn on the lights.
All right, I'm out of here, y'all. Love y'all. Peace. No.
Peace, y'all.